the snoop.
It's time to
Pushing
start.
buttons. Ah, there we go.
I'm so happy.
Today it's us.
I think I pushed the buttons right.
Did we push the buttons right?
I think so. It looks like
I
it.
see those pretty pink dye, and they're so pretty.
I'm so
Yes, I
happy.
can
They're so pretty.
You got any die?
New dye. They're
dice.
so they're so pretty.
These are
Quick,
like Druid dice.
ooh, quick, pre-roll them.
Oh god, yeah. Oh crap.
Oh shit.
Nat ones all around. All right, we're off to a great start. Actually, let's see. What do I got?
Box of dice.
Yeah, just a box of dye.
None of mine are Nat ones. Good.
Crap. Shit. We need to like start sacrificing goats.
Sacrificing baby goats every morning before
Yes.
D&D?
Start with how to draw a hand, draw a circle, summon Satan.
You know that you're not wrong. Alrighty. So welcome for session... Oh god, it's session 8 now.
8.
Is it 8?
It is 8. We are into 8. We have not had anyone actually permanently die yet. Not for lack of trying.
Level 2. Level 2.
You're still only level 2.
Jumping off cliffs.
Now, Zugink did not jump. Just rolled a nat 1 on climbing.
2 exhaustion points.
Hey now, you get to start out wiping those out.
2 exhaustion
Technically you started with 3.
Oh,
but
3 exhaustion points.
So we are on to session 8 for Roll for Severity, our homebrew D&D campaign here. We stream our sessions live every second Sunday at 5 p.m. PST, right here at twitch.tv/rollforseverity. If you want to watch or rewatch any of our previous sessions, subscribers gain access to them immediately after they air on our channel's VODs. And for those who are not subscribers, we upload our sessions to YouTube 1 week after they initially air, so you can check those all out over on YouTube. Just search for Roll for Severity, or somewhere down below the stream there is the link for YouTube. I was looking at it earlier, and the whole thing's in a jumbled mess right now, so I need to fix that later. Damn you, Twitch, and rearranging layouts.
Let's kill them.
No!
Who's here?
It's like, well, that escalated quickly.
How about her?
Fuck Carl, that kills people.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I did not know that. How do you not know that, Carl? I'm Honest Giggle. I'm the DM for this campaign. I'm joined by my fantastic players. Not Nathan, who will be joining us a little bit later. He's currently at a volunteer thing, so he's running a little bit later there.
He's doing a thing for the kids.
And so once he finishes up there, he'll be swinging over and jumping in. Zelkanea is also MIA in present here, but is currently in chat. So he got up on her own. She was fine. Yeah, Zugink is unfortunately unable to join us here in person, but is currently in chat and maybe throwing or ranting and raving about how we are not utilizing 15-foot range. We'll see.
I'll remember. I've written it down, and now I'm going to underline it.
To go node. Jeanette is like in chat. I must make sure that. But yeah, I've got Miss Wolfinger and Jamie as well. Now, before we get everything underway, this is a homebrew D&D campaign. We don't deal with everything raw. Deal with it. Also, every month we donate a portion of all income generated by Roll for Severity out to charity. This includes that from direct donations, bits, subscriptions, sales from our store. This month's charity is the Bissell Center, an Edmonton-based shelter working with communities to empower and help people move out of poverty and into cultural, social, and economic prosperity. You can find them at their website, bissellcenter.org, or on Twitter, @BissellCenter. Their link is also down somewhere below the stream.
I just want to add that I myself have volunteered at the Bissell Center, and they do some pretty good work for our homeless community. So
That is freaking awesome. Speaking of the store, the Arfa store is up on tpublic.com/user/rollforseverity. Or you can click the link once again somewhere below the stream. As more shenanigans occur, we'll be adding more to the store. If you like the amazing art we do have for our cast of characters, check out Comics Inc. on her Facebook or on Twitter @Comics Inc. She's actually been posting a lot more of her more recent commissions up on her Twitter, so I do advise go and check those out. She's been doing freaking awesome work. Now, without further ado, let's roll those intros, and then we'll be getting underway. Boop.
Huh? What? Yes, Beanard, I'm doing it now. Yes, I know. I'll tell them. Hi, I'm Anna, and I'm super pleased to meet you. And so is Bernard. We love making new friends. Please, tell us more about yourself. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to be talking about me. I was raised by my parents, along with my brother, in the Antarac Mountains. My mom worked as a pest control caravan guard, and my dad was as sweet as honey beekeeper. Match made in heaven, am I right? It was from my dad that I got my love of nature and an affinity for all things small and crawly and buzzy and stingy and poisonous. He taught me how to harness my innate magical bug abilities. Let's see, what did I get from my mom? Oh, I know. And from my mom, I got a pointy knife once. I learned the hard way which end is the sharp one. And that's why I carry a staff now. No confusion. Shh, yes, Bernard, I'm getting to that. Now, I want to tell you about how I met my best friend in the whole wide world, Bernard. Years ago, my dad had tried to make a hardier breed of honeybee with a longer lifespan by mixing their makeup with the dire wasp. The queen died, but not before giving birth to one special batch. I watched over her eggs for days, patiently awaiting for my new friends to grow. Then one day, there was movement in the egg cell from just one egg. The determined larva wriggled and sprang forth, but it wasn't a larva at all. It was a fat, fuzzy bee with a hell of a business end that would have made my mom proud. And then that bee used it, over and over, stabbing all of its brethren's eggs until only it remained. And then it flew on top of my head and stayed there for 4 days straight. I had just become his best friend and confidant. He loved me so much. Dad says he held me hostage, but I know better. Isn't that right, Bernard? Some people might brush me off because they think I'm small, weak, or weird. That's fine by me. Go ahead. Underestimate the Verdan with a song in her heart and spiders in her pockets. I know firsthand that sometimes it's the small things in life that pack a punch.
At first glance, one might not expect much from me. Dark robes and a deep hood hiding my pale hair and elven features. Once a member of the Sormesh Academy, I, Theioryn, along with my friend Kovar, spent much of our days living the academic life under the tutelage of Master Warwick. Our purpose was to study the cataclysm and to identify dangers of the magics brought with it. We were young and curious, many times Morg having to reel in our determination to keep us from harming ourselves. I did my best to heed her warnings. Kovar, however, always laughed and brushed them off. Those days were peaceful, but then everything changed. It was supposed to be like any other expedition to the Deshkish forest. Gather samples, take readings, and return to evaluate the data. This time, however, disaster found us. Kovar, being brazen once again, came into contact with Amos, the White Lion. An entity of unknown origin, the being merged with Kovar, and he immediately fell to its influence. Emanating with strength, their joined gaze turned upon our group. I watched helplessly as my master and colleagues were slain. Kovar's new powers granted by the lion were terrifying. The reality of this nightmare truly settled in when they turned their attention towards me, sending me into the river below. As I drifted to the water, wounded and dying, my hatred began to burn at what Kovar had done and my own inability to stop it. Why had he not heeded our master's warning? Had it used him? Or was this Kovar all along? Slowly these thoughts quieted, and the fear of my coming death began to rise. And then Riem intervened. Appearing as a black unicorn burning in chains, she pulled me into her domain. She offered to join her power with mine, and spare me of my dismal fate. The only thing she asked was for to hunt down and destroy the white lion Amos. I thought of my master's face as she died at the hands of her own student. Her teachings and warnings filtered through my brain, but my hatred had begun to burn again. When given the chance, how could I refuse?
Greetings, the name is Zugink. Do not worry about hiding your confusion. I have become quite accustomed to the inquiry of how a bugbear is so finely dressed and mannered. I deeply regret that I cannot start from the beginning, as I cannot recall most of my childhood. I do know that fate led me to Ithamir. My initial impressions of the city were adequate for my conditions at the time. My atrocious manners definitively devastated any connections I attempted. I was able to acquire odd jobs around town. Strength is always needed somewhere. During one of these jobs, Captain Dahmir happened to see one of my displays of strength and approached me about joining the city guard. In retrospect, I did not realize the opportunity for what it was. I merely accepted it as just another job. Though my fellow guards and Captain Dahmir's superiors were hesitant to accept my presence, my strength and loyalty earned me respect. Captain Dahmir made sure I quickly became well acquainted with proper manners, as I was working with noble merchants on the docks. After many years, my squadron became my family, and I was accepted fully in their minds and hearts. Fate had been kind to me for quite some time, but fate can be a fickle thing. My shift had barely begun when chaos broke out on the docks. I still do not know what started it. We quickly tried to bring order. However, we were not prepared to deal with a sorcerer who could not control their magic. We had seen wild magic before, but I cannot find the courage to go into detail. My legs were broken. One of my trusted friends pulled me away from the chaos. His last words were, "Everything will be okay. You're not allowed to die on us," before he ran back into the fray. I was the only member of my squadron to make it out alive. It took some time for my wounds to recover, though after that day I could not bear to stay on the docks where my family died. I wrote up an official resignation, which my superiors were saddened to receive, but allowed my leave regardless. Now I journey to find a new purpose, and if fate wills it, a new family.
Once upon a time, there was a little boy. One day, this little boy lost his family and was saved by some Fae folk. He spent his childhood in the Fae, becoming familiar with all the creatures within. Unfortunately, humans aren't supposed to stay in the Fae for a long time, because reasons. When that boy became a much bigger boy, he was forced to return to his world. His Fae home behind him, he searches for a place he belongs. By the way, that boy is me. Hi, I'm Kay, the Fae boy.
There we go.
So
Yeah, I'm not sure whose channel that's from. I should be able to tell me. Caffeine Rush 21. I was in their channel from a raid, and someone gifted me a sub, and it was like, I like this emote. This thing is adorable.
It's a lewd dinosaur.
I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to loot the dice.
don't loot the dice.
Why not?
Come on.
Just be like companion cube with blushes.
So, anyways, with the intros out of the way, we're going to be changing up how we do the previous session thing, because before it's been me basically giving the DM recap. This is what happened last time. But we're changing it over and throwing it out to the players now. Let's see how this goes. Today we just got the two people, but as the other people come in, we'll be doing theirs as well. So, what happened last time?
So last time.
Crickets.
Yeah, crickets. The last time on
Roll for Severity.
On Roll for Severity. So I came in with 3 exhaustion points. Oh man, I was tired. We came up to Stoneforge.
You did. We made it.
We made it to Stoneforge. I think we spent the night. Yes,
we crappy old tavern.
In a crappy old tavern, except Zugink. She was too good for us. Sorry.
And took her gold.
Took her gold.
And stayed at a fancy place and ate with fancy people.
Yeah.
Fancy food.
Fancy food. She met a guy. It was a great night for her. I got dadded by my own son. That was not common.
Very awkward.
It was not, it was awkward. And then we met Ragnashir Stoneforge, which we put together today.
You did. You shared the knowledge.
We're in the city of Stoneforge, and we talked to a guy named Ragnashir Stoneforge.
And I mentioned it during the session, and they did not pick up on it.
I would like to say to our audience, this came to me at 2 o'clock in the morning.
It didn't come to me
I woke up from a deep sleep going, they have the same name! To which my husband told me to shut up and go back to sleep.
And we met Dorna, who I think is his daughter-in-law, or daughter, niece-in-law, whatever. Anyways, his sort of adopted nephew, boy's wife.
Yeah.
And she's lovely.
She's very
She's
lovely.
really sweet and keeps him in check.
So, but yeah, we gave him the package we were supposed to deliver with, hey, we're chasing this guy, your adopted daughter, back in...
Amon-Odell.
Yeah, Amon-Odell. I almost said Ithamir. Amon-Odell was like, who, you know, like, she nearly died. She nearly died. She got almost got assassinated.
There was an attempted assassination.
Attempted assassination. And he, like, Ragnashir's kind of a grumpy old man, but he agreed to help us if we track down three wayward dwarves.
Yes.
Yeah, so currently, after running around and trying to get information and, like, straight up just, like, flying, grabbing people by the lapels, going, "Where?" Batman yell, "Where are they?" We went down the tunnel. We went to the one that was marked off called
Forsig.
Yes, that's it. Forsig.
And we discovered that it's been blocked off by it looks blocked off, but it's actually illusionary magic.
There was one rock that was illusionary,
One rock that's illusionary, and we've climbed into that tunnel. So,
But before that, we also got to ride around on a giant gorilla thing.
yeah.
You're on the cart that the gorilla thing was dragging along. Yes, the haulers.
Yeah.
Close.
So currently we are underground in a mine, in a blocked
Danger mine.
Danger mine. So, and we're gonna go see where these three dwarves are. I think they're dead.
I think they're just fine, and there's no danger to be had. It's the tunnel.
We're just gonna
of
walk
rain.
in, and they're gonna be like, just chipping away, and we'll be like, "Oh, you silly rascal!
You missed
Don't
your
you
check-in."
know it's check-in time? What would mother say?"
Speaking of mother, you could have gone and talked to their parents.
We could. They had parents.
This is not Lord of the Rings. Dwarves don't just pop out of holes in the ground.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're so bad at this.
Why are we? We're good at D&D, you guys.
Let's not be detectives ever.
No. Straight up, I am not, never. I once played a Sherlock Holmes game, and I was terrible at it.
Alrighty. So, you guys had rested you climbed into the other side of the barricade, and you'd opted to rest for the night, or to rest for whatever time of day it currently is. You were not aware. You've been underground for a while.
I'm not exhausted anymore.
But I do need to get a couple of rolls. I need a roll for K.
May I?
Yep.
Yeah, you go ahead, roll for K.
Oh, of course. K rolled a 13 plus his con of 2.
Okay.
K's at 15 for those spiky boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once again, they've grown longer, but they're not spreading currently.
Okay.
Good
job, Kay.
So as you look around, and like you look a little bit in the area when you'd first gone in there, but as you're looking around now that morning, or now that you've had your rest, you're no longer exhausted, and you're seeing the tunnel before you. It goes for like on past what your dark vision, because you have 60-foot dark vision, I believe.
Yeah, 60-foot dark vision.
And you do not have dark vision. So the tunnel continues on for about 50 feet, and then you can see a offshoot onto the left.
Okay.
And beyond, but it looks like the tunnel continues going on straight forward beyond what your dark vision allows you to see.
Okay. I will, I'll explain the offshoot. Just be like, right now it looks like the tunnel goes straight, but there's an offshoot. So.
And Zugink would also know that.
Yeah. Very carefully, right? Can I just, like, pick up the soil and, like, look at it real quick? Like, is it made of, like, because we've heard stories of this one being very, very dangerous. Like, does it, with my minimal thing, does it look like this is, like, if I pick up, like, a rock, does it, like, immediately just, like, crumble in my hand?
No, you pick up a rock, and it's still solid rock.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the ground itself is, like, shifting beneath you or anything like that.
I was going to say, this is not like the Frank Slide in Turtle Mountain, and then suddenly, you know...
No.
Shale, like a whole avalanche of shales, and they're just going to come and bury us?
No, it's not shale.
Okay, good.
And actually, there's a specific name for that type of rock. I had it written down on my previous sessions. Either way, but no, the rock is solid rock still.
Yeah.
Like you're not having it like crumbling in your hand or anything like that.
That's good. Because if anyone doesn't know the Frank slide, look it up. It's terrifying.
So what is everyone doing as you're getting up?
If you need it, I can cast a light spell.
No, Anna likes her fireflies, so...
Well, all right then.
What is Zugink and Kay doing?
I think right now Zugink and Kay are, well, they probably, Kay, let's be honest, they both just want to go. They're going.
100%.
100%, yeah, they're going, so...
Kay is probably going to complain if you don't grab that rock.
I was just going to say Kay is going to, the first thing he does when he gets up is he scrambles up to the top where his little golf ball sized rock is and takes it with him.
Yeah, and it's a small, it looks like the rock is about, or is a bit bigger than, or it's about the size of a golf ball, but shaped roughly like a D4. So it's a triangular rock, because he had scraped his knee on it when he was going through in the first place.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll proceed down the tunnel. When we get close to the offshoot, I'd like to take a quick glance down it.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll perception to see if I see anything, or?
As you're reaching up to where the that offshoot is, you can now see further down the main tunnel, and you do see that part of the wall has collapsed in, blocking off the majority of that straightforward tunnel.
Okay.
Oh, good.
And the offshoot that... Oh.
I was just going to say, this is where they originally blocked it off, probably. Maybe. Maybe. Continue, DM.
You have no idea.
I have no idea. I just know it's blocked off.
And looking down the offshoot, it does slope downwards.
Okay.
Actually, roll me a history.
I choose you. Oh. No, 21.
Not
21.
bad.
I studied.
You did study. Back in your time in the academy, you had done a little bit of studying in regards to dwarven architecture. And when it came to their mines, they would often do it would be a large tunnel, ramps down where they would have offshoots in different directions.
Okay.
And in that section, there'd usually be another main tunnel with ramps down leading into other offshoots.
Yeah.
So they kind of build their mines staggered downwards.
Okay. All right then. Well, I guess we'll just proceed down the offshoot.
Yeah, the one that looks safer.
The one that looks safer. Is it
There are in comparison to the main tunnel, the main tunnel going away from Stoneforge, you know that the walls there were very cleanly cut and very pristine. As we are showing this off, and having knowledge that they were in the process of building a tunnel to Amanodel, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
These offshoot mines are much less pretty.
Okay.
As you're going down, you end up hitting another main level, and you can see more areas where it looks like some of the tunnels have collapsed. You can see one of the ramps leading down has been collapsed in. What?
I was just thinking, can Kay make out any footprints?
Can Anna and Kay make out any footprints?
Yeah.
Because technically,
that's
Anna
right.
is better at survival than Kay.
Technically, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, does it look like some dwarves? Before we go even further, I imagine Swither went.
Kay did really good. Okay.
Anna has better survival than Kay. Oh, Kay beat me.
Kay's 22. Anna got 16.
It doesn't, looking around, there's, Kay's able to find a set of footprints fairly quickly, and what was his actual roll?
19.
19? And looking at the footprints, he stops and he just, is, focusing on them a fair bit, and he notices there's probably 3 to 4 sets of footprints.
3 to 4.
Hold up. So, We're looking for 3 guys, and there might be 4 down here.
That's interesting.
And odds or evens?
Odds?
You don't get any additional information.
No! It was a 50-50 chance. No!
Okay.
Well then. Now, and the bigger question is it friend, rival, enemy?
Someone that went looking after them?
Possibly.
And they're all dwarven footprints.
They're all
basically.
dwarven.
How do you discern that? Like they're wide and...
The size of the footprint.
Okay. I was like, shape? Do they have like... Okay, alright, all good.
You know, that's 11th toe. And
Yeah. They're a little deeper, a little, there's
the
stout
footprint,
guys.
The footprints are that bit deeper just due to the bulk of the dwarves.
Okay, I look over at Zugink's footprints and I'm like,
Zugink also has like very wide footprints
Size
in comparison.
16, probably,
It's-
wide.
okay, dwarven, got it.
So, okay.
So we're down where all these offshoots are now, right?
Yeah.
I'll be like, what are their names?
How many offshoots are there?
From
Yeah,
major offshoots.
Well, from the we went down and then we were in another area and there were more offshoots, correct?
Yes. From where you're at, you can see probably about 4.
4
4
offshoots.
offshoots.
One of those 4 was you did know what the rocks had collapsed in on it
And
at some point.
And do the footprints go to all of them?
Nope.
Just one. Maybe
Okay.
we should head down that one.
I think that makes sense. But before we do, Anna's gonna go towards the entrance of that one and say, Glam! Verdan! Barkas! As loud as she can down.
Well, if there are any spiders down here, they've definitely heard us now.
Let's travel for us! Does anyone reply?
Or goblins.
There was no
kobolds.
reply.
Goblins are pretty nice.
I'm just thinking to Anna's backstory. That's hilarious.
Goblins are pretty nice. Okay.
But no, there's no response.
Not good.
It might be longer and deeper. They might just be out of reach.
Let's check it out.
I guess let's go. Kay and Zugink are probably already halfway down the fucking tunnel.
Firefly.
Yeah. So you have your firefly out. You have dark vision.
Yeah.
Zugink has dark vision, and Kay is using what for light?
He's got a little...
Oh, his fungal lantern.
He's got a fungal
Okay, his
lantern.
bioluminescent lantern. Okay.
We are good to go.
You're good to go, yeah. If I need to, I can cast light.
The poor human isn't like, guess I'm blind.
I'm just gonna hold on to you guys and just... It's an exercise in trust! Don't leave me!
The Dragonborn, the one that didn't have dark vision.
Yeah.
So as you progress down, and the tunnel levels out after a bit, and then as it levels out, and then you note that it dips down, and then seems to start rising back up. And as you're walking along, you start to smell a bit of a bitter smell in the air. And it smells almost like rotting eggs, and you get a little bit of a taste. There's a garlicky taste that's settling on your tongues.
It's on my mouth. It's in my mouth.
What are people doing?
Oh, do we recognize?
Yeah, I'd like to know, like, nature check perhaps? Or
You can roll me nature checks.
I would love to do that. It's a nat 1.
I rolled a 13.
Great.
You're not sure what the smell is.
I'm gonna quickly roll for Zugink.
Oh, you know what? Let's make K roll. I don't know. I think his nature's +4. Oh, he got a nat 20. You're freaking welcome, K. 24. Damn it. Roll that die for all the time.
Zugink rolled a 15.
Okay. Zugi's not sure what it is either, but Kay definitely notes that this is probably like natural gas.
Oh!
And probably explosive.
We're gonna blow up.
That's...
Oh, shit. So Anna as soon as he says that, is gonna desummon her firefly just out. Like, quick as can be. Don't want to die.
Congrats, you finally caught a firefly.
How did they die? Well.
So this is why we go down into the mines with a canary.
And I'm gonna need you guys to roll me a Constitution throw.
Okay, lovely.
Oh, can we? Yep. Oh,
Okay.
oh no, Zugink. I'm sorry. I rolled a 1.
Oh, it's real sad.
So that's 2 1s already.
I rolled, but however, I rolled a natural 20 for
For Zugink, for,
for Thea.
Yeah, that's awesome.
so
I rolled
Anna.
a 1
Anna's
and a 20.
Anna's sitting at 17.
Okay.
Kay is sitting at a 12 because I think his Constitution's supposed to
and then 1 and 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anna's was
17.
17. Okay. Anna and Theioryn are both completely fine.
Immediately take like.
Kay is feeling a little bit nauseous, but figures that probably once he's out of the pocket that he should be doing okay. Zugink is currently poisoned.
Can we leave? Let's just quickly leave.
The way
Let's
we
back
came?
out of the Yes, I just immediately like grab Zugink and we're just gonna be like,
you see like Zugink kind of like start.
let's back up this way. We're gonna back up out of the cave.
So you're backing out the way you came in?
We should definitely consider our options before we go. Also, I'd just like to point out, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure the dwarves are dead in a natural gas-filled cave. But if we want to continue, we should maybe think of... Is it... Anna, do you have something that we could, like a piece of cloth that we can scent and cover our mouths with so that we don't breathe in the gas?
Is that a thing? Is that a thing that people do? To not get
actually.
poisoned by gas?
Yes.
All right.
That was very popular in the war, although
That
you
was-
don't want to know what they used for fluid.
I
You
was
don't want to
thinking
know
of,
what they used, yeah.
I was like, does thieves' oil actually prevent poisoning?
Thieves' oil?
Yeah, like the bubonic plague, and the thieves would like pilfer the bodies, and they had
Oh.
masks, and like, is that an old wives' tale?
No, well, it was a thing that they did. Did
Yeah.
it work? No.
No, that's the thing.
Same thing with the plague doctors filling their
Yeah.
masks with flowers to try
However-
and prevent the plague. But did that help? No.
However, soldiers did use their own urine
Key and a cloth to help out
and a
mustard
cloth
gas.
to
Mustard gas.
to stop mustard gas.
All right, so I have these fancy clothes. We can definitely rip pieces of cloth off them. I have no other bandages or cloth.
Do we have anything that we could use that would be sufficient to block gas? Is there something I can roll?
Herbalism kit. Does that help me at all? I'm not familiar with it.
It does not help you.
Does not help me at all. Oh, Kay has all those fancy.
Do you not have a tablet that is capable?
Oh, maybe I do. This is what
Maybe.
Kay was using.
Here, pass me that tablet and I'll log in on mine
Yeah.
so you can actually take a look at his stuff better.
I think Kay was using his own tablet
Yeah.
because I know he's been like collecting. I was gonna say herbalizing, collecting herbs and
Yeah,
such.
he's been collecting herbs for
Foraging.
foraging for potion making.
Yeah, unfortunately, the herbs that he's been collecting for that would not necessarily help in regards to this.
I have a healer's kit.
Healer's kit might actually have something you could use.
Ooh.
Has 10 uses. It's leather containing bandages, salves, and splints. 10 uses as an action. You can. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
gave my alcohol to Stoneforge.
Yeah.
That you did.
Dang.
I also have a mess kit, but that only contains like cutlery and stuff.
Yeah.
That's good as
Uh,
well.
What was all in that herbalism, or not the herbalism kit, the medicine kit?
It only contains. The healer's kit contains bandages, salves, and splints. So
You could potentially utilize. Actually, roll me a survival check.
Let me go back to my stuff. Survival. Oh no, that's not like
I believe
what I'm
in
good
you.
at. That's a 9.
You know that you do have bandages in the in the medicine kit. You're not sure if anything else in there be useful. But
This is what I have.
I won't rip my clothes.
Don't rip your clothes. I have bandages. I have salves. I don't know, that might be.
We could pee on it. Yeah. Or not. It's good too. I was feeling fine. I don't know what the problem is. I'm good to just walk straight. I feel fine.
Also, Zugink is poisoned. Is she still poisoned?
yes, Zugink is currently still poisoned.
Can I use my medicine kit to like unpoison her? I don't think I can.
No, you would not be.
Do we
able
have another way to to unpoison her?
Healers. Oh yeah, healers, herbalism kit. Shrub. He's got a shrub.
I've got a shrub. I don't really have anything.
Yeah, the shrubs are the things you've been collecting for
I
the
think
Make Potion.
Kay doesn't have, the drones we're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the moment, like, Zuging is still feeling pretty nauseous.
Yeah.
And, like, so does still have the poison saves. You're not sure to what extent it's going to last or anything like that.
Yeah.
It may wear off, like, because once, like, Kay was feeling a little bit nauseous, but once he was out of the gas,
Yeah.
started feeling better. So.
I'm sorry for rolling a 1.
If we had thought of this earlier, before we went days into the frickin' mines, we could have asked them, hey, what do you do when you find pockets of gas? No help now.
No. Well,
Maybe it's a small pocket and we just run through it.
do we really want to take that chance?
Maybe not. What if...
Do you have like? Do you have? What do you have other than fireflies?
Pull out Slugsworth.
Oh, that really won't.
No, it won't. Let's see.
Where did Beanard go?
Oh, he's probably around somewhere.
Tickle at my back.
Yeah, quit it. Quit it. Beanar, do you want to actually help out?
And you just feel sketchy.
Didn't think so. I also don't want Beanar to die.
That's very true. Huh.
Oh.
Well, I'm just going to try it. I'm gonna take one of the salves that we have. I'm gonna like put it on one of the bandages. I'm
Okay.
gonna tie it around.
It smells minty.
It smells very minty. I'm gonna give Zugig one. Maybe the mint smell will help with the nausea.
That's funny.
Okay, so you make up. Are you making up one of these for each person? or?
We may as well try it. At least at the very end. At the very least, it will like get the bitterness out of the.
Yeah, and if they
And
find
we'll
their
just-
bodies, our
Yeah.
bodies, they'll think, yeah,
Yeah.
they tried.
Okay, odds or evens?
Let's go with odds.
Okay, so you used up 2 uses of the
'Kay.
kit in order to make the
Okay.
salve masks.
Okay. It might work. It might not work.
Ew. Oops. Anna's gonna stay close to Kay,
Okay.
who has the bioluminescent lantern.
Okay.
She cannot see.
Actually, if you want, do you have an item that you favor?
My staff.
I reach out, I touch the tip, and I cast light.
Beautiful.
Okay, so everyone has some way of seeing again.
It lasts for about an hour, but it goes for 20 feet.
That's great. And it's not fire.
And it's not fire. It's
Not
magical.
fire.
All right then. I look at Zugink. I rub her back once or twice, and I say, "Let us know when you're not feeling it," and then we'll I guess we'll proceed down with our minty masks.
Okay, so you go and you descend that first decline. Then as you're going up, you can once again, like even through the mintiness, you get that little bit of an egg smell. I want everyone to give me another con save with advantage.
Ooh, yay!
These are mine. Ooh. Okay. And these are Kay's.
Okay, well Zugink rolled a lot better that
Nice.
time.
Okay, we got the same. Both of us got a modified 20.
Okay,
Okay, so Theo got a 9.
with advantage.
Yes, I rolled a 2 and an 8 for Theo. And for Zugink, she got a 22. So
Okay.
she's doing much better. I'm not doing so hot.
Yeah, as
It burns my eyes.
you're going up, like you're just kind of like, and you like go like rub at your nose trying to get some of that egg smell away, and you end up like pulling your mask down, like snagging your finger in your mask a little bit and pulling it down. You get a big whiff of it,
I just start coughing.
and try and push it up. You're not feeling all that great.
This is horrible.
And right now you can just taste garlic.
Ugh.
We're almost up the incline. The gas is settling at the bottom.
Ugh. There's no way. There's no way. They're dead.
And
say that.
you get up over this little incline, or you get up over the incline. Once you reach the top, the tunnel like dips downwards and away from where you were. Following the tunnel along, the smell does start to dissipate.
Oh, thank goodness.
And after a while, like people can like take their and take a whiff, and the smell is drastically minimized.
Good. I lower it down and just. Oh. Oh.
It was very unpleasant.
Extremely so.
I don't think I'll eat garlic the same way again.
No, I don't think I'll be drinking peppermint tea for a while either.
Now that we've kind of ascended, I want to just see if I can hear skittering or water or just anything other than mine noises.
Give me a perception check.
Modified 20.
Modified 20. You stop and you're listening, and you can hear the occasional echo of a drip, just far off, just. Bloop, bloop. But because of the it seems to echo through the cave, so it's still a bit hard to discern what direction it's coming from.
Okay.
But looking around the area where you're in, the tunnel that you're in goes forward, and then it kind of splits off into two directions. One going off to the right and staying still on the same relative level, the other one turning downwards and going to the left.
Where do the footprints lead?
Yeah, can we see if they split up or if it's all in one direction?
Give me another check for K with advantage.
Oh.
19.
19. They seem to go downwards.
Okay.
And they are the footprints, which, as he's looking around, he does note a distinct, there are 4 sets of tracks.
He says that.
All right then. Do they? Okay. Are we able to determine if one of them looks, if they all look like they've been happening at the same time, or if like a bunch went beforehand and then there's another one that followed after?
Looks fresher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks fresher.
I would.
Give me one more survival check with advantage.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
You can do it.
Oh, that dice is rolling so good for you. What the hell, Kay? Doesn't listen for me.
That's apparently a K die right
Freaking
there.
22.
22. Was that a nat 20 for the roll? Or?
I just,
Oh, I got a 17 and a 19.
I would just like to point out that die is colored black. It's a
Like
black
his
die.
soul.
It's a black die for
So-
K.
17 or 19K, whichever one you want. 19, 22.
As he looks at the footprints, they all seem to be about as fresh each other. Like there's none that are like this one's distinctly new or anything like that. They all seem to have been made within about a day of
Okay.
each other.
All right then.
I think they were traveling together, he says.
Well, I guess keep your eyes and ears peeled, and we'll make our way, I guess, continue to follow the tracks.
Yeah, let's follow down. And while we're descending, I want to see if the dripping sound is more discernible.
How much time has passed since I cast light?
Since you cast light, you're It took about half an hour to go through the incline.
Okay.
So as you're descending the path, roll me another perception check.
From everyone?
For Mel, for trying to see if the water is getting closer.
16.
It is.
Okay. Guys hear that? Little drippy drip?
As Mel's pointed out, you stop and you listen, and you're able to pick up on the faint. Just
Is there a river? Are we beneath a river? Is there an underground river?
Maybe the cave's sweating.
Do caves do that?
I don't know. I'm not a miner.
roll me a history.
Who? Everyone? Or
Yeah, you can both.
sweet. Come on, Kay.
12.
A nat 20, so 22.
Holy shit!
22.
22.
You do remember that while you were in Stoneforge itself, there was a river that had been carved into that flowed through the city. So it has to have come from somewhere.
This could be from the river that flows into the city, which might mean it's really gross sewer water. Or it might be really fresh. Sorry, didn't mean to put that in your head. Let's keep going. What a terrible conclusion. Maybe that's what that gas smell was.
I pull up my... Maybe I will just take the mint after all. If we trudge through sewage water, I'm taking a bath for a week. A week.
A solid.
And there better be no one who swims in it.
So pruny.
Yeah, I'm just imagining, like, you'd just be a waterlogged prune at that point. You'd essentially be a raisin.
You'd look like you aged like 600 years.
As an elf.
Which I assume is old for an elf after your 400's added. I don't know.
Theioryn's not 400. It was, what, 270 something?
Oh, my bad.
I'm 250.
I see.
250.
Yeah.
So, you...
Still young.
Still young. Yeah, you're...
I'm in the first quarter
Yeah.
of my lifespan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Already a father.
Already a father. At the age of 250.
At the ripe young age.
At the ripe young age of 250. Now, if I was 70, whoo, the neighbors, they'd be talking.
So you continue on throughout the tunnel, and every once in a while, Anna, you stop and you listen for the drips, and there are times where, like, as the tunnel's weaving in and out, and Theo, from your experience with, or from your studies in regards to dwarven structures, normally the mines are very rigidly placed. So the fact this one kind of curves is a little bit weird.
Is it more, if I rub my hand, it's not as smooth, it's a little bit more, does it feel more natural?
Yes.
I wonder if there is an underground river and it's cut this stone. It's just a thought.
It's a good thought. Scary thought. I don't want to drown.
I don't want to drown either. These dwarves are probably not alive. I'm convinced.
I'm actually more afraid of your river theory than the gas reality. Plus the dripping.
I wonder if we'll find an albino crocodile down here.
This isn't Goblin Slayer. But you continue on for a while, and Mel, as you're walking along, suddenly your staff just beep, 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 bloop. Kind of like the last dying lights of a light bulb.
I reach out and I touch it and I cast light again. Don't look directly into it.
You mad? Okay.
Thunk, thunk, thunk. Trump on.
And as you're going along, you start to hear a bit of scraping, clawing. coming from within the rock.
I put my ear up against it.
Same here.
Roll me a perception check with advantage.
Yeah. 23.
Why can I not find perception right now?
Standing at the bottom.
It's 4, maybe.
Yeah. God damn it.
21.
21. Nice. So the two of you look really, and yeah, you look. Might be a little softer, but you can hear like this within the stone itself, and it's moving.
Away from us?
Yes,
So it's getting fainter.
and as it gradually fades out.
Is that something? Is that a creature digging?
Is that a holler? Do hollers dig or just move?
Or not holler, what are they called? The
Well, the hollers are what the dwarves call.
hollers, yeah.
I don't. They didn't really have. They didn't really look like if you think of like something that digs underground, like a mole. Like if you think of a mole, it has these. Hollers didn't really have those clawed hands for digging.
Right, and we're in the danger zone, so nothing would be down here holler-wise. Do ettercaps dig?
Do ettercap? They're more like an insect, aren't they?
Yeah. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it.
I gotta do it quick. Is there like a quick like knowledge check I can think of like anything this might be, or read about?
Roll me in nature.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
I believe in you.
Oh, I did well! Oh god, you guys! I rolled a 21.
21.
Just push Anna and Kay back.
I know what this is!
Thinking about it, you actually don't know what it would be. There are
Oh,
there like you know of several different species that
That dig?
burrow and dig, like moles and stuff like that, but nothing that you can think of that like most of those dig through like dirt and all that kind of stuff. You're
through
not
solid rock. Yeah.
you're not aware of much in the way of creatures that tunnel through solid rock. Now, a few things do come to mind of like legendary creatures that you'd heard of. Things like the purple worm and stuff like that.
Maybe it's an albino alligator, like a stone gator. Instead of swimming through water, it swims through stone. I'm joking. I don't think it's an albino gator. But I brought it up before and I thought it would be funny to bring it up again.
You're playing into all of my fears. Stop it.
I smelled gas earlier. It's kind of made me a little lightheaded.
You're just a little bit loopy still.
A little loopy. I have no idea what this could be, but I think maybe we should, just like we've been saying the whole way down, keep an eye open and an ear open.
And maybe,
Cocked.
maybe we'll be quiet.
Yeah.
Because if it can dig through rock, it can probably dig through us.
I don't want to meet it.
Right.
For now, let's just call it a stone gator and keep going.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Stone Gator.
Does it only sound like one? Like, is it discernible if there maybe are multiples things digging? Maybe it has a million arms. But it sounds like there's
A million arms. I'm just picturing a white gator with like big legs and like a bunch of arms,
like buff,
but like big arms and then like a set of like little baby arms that just wiggle.
As you're like trying to figure out like what this could be, like because you're not sure what it is, you're not sure whether like there was distinct areas where it seemed to be the sound seemed to be coming from, but you're not sure whether that's because of the anatomy of it makes it so there's different areas of it that can tunnel, or whether it is multiple creatures. You're not entirely sure.
That is fair. All right. Forward. Assuming forward is still just one path.
Kay probably got bored and just started walking away anyway.
Bored now, don't care.
Yeah.
The tunnel does split. No, it's not a Tarrasque.
It's a Tarrasque. No.
Looking in chat, and Mebulus is like, it's like, it's a cave badger, and Bugbear is like, hook horror? It's like bigger. Tarask?
They're dead. We're dead.
We're dead.
We're dead.
They're dead. We're dead. Everyone's dead.
If a Tarask is awake, then yeah, everyone's going to die. But you continue on. The thing splits, or the path once again splits off. Like this more natural looking cave progresses forward, and then another steep decline down that is much more like rigidly carved. And Kay's able to find the footprints. That they do continue leading down.
I'm just gonna quickly check on Zugink. How does she feel? She was poisoned earlier. How's she feeling now?
She's feeling a fair bit better.
Okay. Does she still have the poison condition?
No.
Okay.
So you can take that. You can take the poison condition off of her. And by this point too, you're getting sick of the minty smell, and you're for the most part you're feeling fine. Like you're sick of mints, but your head is no longer like.
Yeah. So we've only been going for an hour now since the thing is my lights got out.
Yeah, an hour and a half at least, I would think.
Well, you'd gone for an hour since lighting that light spell to go through that tunnel. You've been venturing into the tunnel for probably close to 3 hours.
3 hours. Okay, so not a day yet. And in our travels, we haven't seen a discernible place where they might have made camp.
Not currently.
Okay.
And as you're going along, you come to, you reach the bottom. This cave forks out right and left, and there's footprints that come in and out of both directions.
Oh, damn it!
So one, we have our footprints to follow back, but I feel like we should have been marking the way a bit better. Great.
Whoops. We also have our footprints.
Yeah,
I think.
I think hopefully that's enough. Still feel stupid.
At the same time, though, I don't really have anything to mark things with.
Chalk, coal.
You have chalk and coal? All right, then.
Chalk is going to be more notable on the wall
Chalk,
than coal.
coal and chalk.
So they split like 50-50? Two and two? Okay.
There's footprints going in and out of both of them. It's not like...
Oh, yeah.
So it,
like they both utilized it. Okay.
Yes.
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin. Do I hear water specifically down one, just for the hell of it?
No.
Okay. No water.
I guess. Okay. Well, let's take the chalk or the coal. Let's mark each of them, like one a diamond and one a circle.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think. Can we? They split up and they go off here, but does any of them look fresher?
Okay.
Okay.
Roman at the survival check.
What do you got, Kay?
What you doing, Kay?
All right. Give you the black die. Oh. Ooh.
Black
so a 12.
Die's betrayed.
Yeah, it's a 12.
They all look like they're made roughly the same time.
Oh.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Circle.
Yeah.
Smiley face. Triangle. Frowny face.
We
Happy
came.
or sad?
So which one's which? Is right happy or is left happy?
Left is happy.
Left is happy. Right is sad. Okay.
Okay. I was gonna say, what's the international drama symbol? The tragedy and the comedy.
Oh
masks?
yeah.
So all right then. Well then, should we? I have an idea. Take your staff and spin it, and whichever way it lands, which is the way it will go.
What if it lands backwards? Just kidding.
We
Okay,
won't-
I'll spin it.
Yeah, we won't do that.
I like kind of embellish it through my fingers a little, like a baton, and then flew into the air.
Okay.
Does it hit me in the head?
Because I have nothing that can help us.
It does not hit you in the head, and
Great.
it is currently pointing right.
Pointing right. Also, Kay probably would have been like, I got a coin, I flip it all the time. But
Yeah.
we're going right.
Yeah. Kay just picks the right one and starts walking down.
Yeah, he's used a
he's
stick,
gone.
just hit the
He's
ground.
gone.
Like,
He left 2
okay.
minutes
Yeah,
ago.
he left 3 minutes ago.
Board
now, going right.
But that's the sad cave.
As you all just start chasing after Kay. So you end up pursuing after Kay, who's, as soon as he saw the stick hit the ground, he's like, I'm going this way.
Yeah.
And you walk for probably about 20 minutes before coming across a caved-in region.
Oh.
And in amidst the rubble... Actually, give me a perception check.
For everyone?
Yep.
Kay's got a 10.
Okay.
Anna has a 14.
Okay.
Theo rolled a 13. Zugink rolled a 3. That die's going to jail. Bad die. It's a bad die.
So our highest there was 13?
14.
14. So you do end up, as you're like looking at the where this like little cave-in has occurred, you do find a skeletal arm.
Oh.
That's
Is it
kind of
sticking
like
out of the...
from underneath the rocks. Yes.
Oh no! That's not very good. Now, is it?
Maybe that's why they closed off Forsig.
Well, being said though, it can't be one of our dwarves. It's a skeleton. I don't think it takes 2 weeks for a skeleton to appear.
No, I imagine it's old. Does it look dusty and it's old?
It does look dusty.
It does look dusty and old. So, well.
Are there any rings on it? Not for stealing, for discerning who it might be.
There are no rings on the fingers.
All right. Wow, that's really sad. It's really sad. Can I have a quick moment for this arm?
He's been dead a very long time.
Let me a short moment.
It'll be a short moment. Yeah.
Okay, we'll have a moment of silence.
You
Bored now.
You were correct. This is the sad cave. The sad tunnel.
Yep.
Now it's a super sad tunnel.
What a tear.
I go back, draw a tear.
So
Dead dwarf this way.
do the tracks stop at the sad arm, or do they keep go around?
They look like they stop at the sad arm because like the majority of the tunnel is blocked going forward.
Alright,
They'd
and
have
they
to
didn't
clear
clear.
through if they want to continue forward.
All right.
Well, they're definitely not down this way.
Did they set up camp at any point, or were they? Is there signs
Nothing
of
that you
camp?
can nothing that you can see so far.
All right.
Let's head back and let's go down the happy cave.
Maybe this is like suddenly the hand gets up and runs away. Pays after it. Wait, wrong campaign.
Oh my god.
No, this isn't the Addams Family.
Has anyone seen Idle Hands? Thinking of that. Can I do a perception check to hear those alligator, the whatever it was?
the scrapey sound in the
Scrapey
wall.
sound, yes.
Bob. Let's just name it Bob.
Okay, so give me a perception check for Bob.
Okay, do I hear Bob on a 15?
You do not hear Bob on a 15 right
Okay. I'm still a little nervous about that.
I'm a little nervous about Bob too.
Anna likes a lot of animals, but not alligators.
Not stone
now.
gators.
As Theo has just like embedded this thought of stone gators.
It's an albino stone gator with big arms, big legs, and a
Little
little
arms. Can't do it. Imagine that grappling the heck out of you.
It would grapple you, and then it would scratch you, and then it would bite you at the same time.
I'm just trying to imagine this creature.
And it gets a tail attack with reach.
Oh no! Nobody told Wizards of the Coast. Nobody.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna have to come back to this portion and remember and see if I can draw this weird,
Draw this
deranged
weird
creature
thing.
that you have concocted.
No stone gators here.
No stone gators.
Let's go back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we'll head back. Draw a tear on the smiling face.
Yeah.
And
So
head down the other
The
one.
sad face now has a tear,
Yeah, it's got a tear.
and you're heading down Happy Tunnel.
Happy fun time.
Happy tunnel.
Happy tunnel.
Uh,
Hopefully it's not like the tunnel from like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory where it just got fucking weird. That's where my brain went with Happy Tunnel.
Nauseous.
So as you're progressing down the tunnel, you end up wandering for probably another 2 hours or so. You have different points where you hit offshoots and you quickly investigate one and just nothing in there, or just collapsed tunnels and stuff like that. You're finding a lot of collapsed tunnels.
At each hour, I just keep casting light
Eh.
because it's a cantrip.
Cantrip,
and I
yeah.
cast it at will, and I guess we're marking the hours by how many times I just recast light.
Yeah, I like that.
I've recast it 4 times.
4
So
times.
we've been down here 4 hours.
Longer than 4 hours.
5
That's
hours.
The start.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah.
And I didn't say this before, but are we able to discern any types of metal? Are we like, ooh, some flecky gold pieces?
We found mithril, guys.
Like,
Give me a perception, or give me an investigation
oh,
check.
it's even worse. It's like, I'm just not sure, like, maybe what they were down here for in the Forbidden Tunnels.
yeah.
Investigation. Oh, it's a 6. There's rocks in these here mines.
There seems to be a lot of rocks.
Theo rolled a 9,
There seems to be a lot of rocks.
and Zugink rolled a 7.
Oh. Okay.
There seems to be a lot of rocks.
Okay, I got a 13.
There seems to be a lot of rocks.
Wow, guys.
Wow.
We're all in agreement.
None of you know what
know
you're looking
nothing.
for in the mines.
It's a shiny rock and a shiny rock.
Okay.
What's this? It's a rock. What's that? It's another rock.
Another rock.
One moment.
It would be really cool if it was just a cave full of rocks that were those illusionary rocks. There's just a frickin' room of
Oh
them.
shit!
That'd be cool.
Oh shit!
Really cool.
I have not. There was a rock at the beginning of the cave. I would like. Oh no, the footprints went and came back. I was gonna say if the footprints kept going forward, I should have been detect magicking every tunnel we've been by.
Yeah. Oops.
Whoops. We indeed were real good. We're such good detectives.
And
you
just
guys.
whatever, we do
now.
have shirts. We've got the
Yeah, we-
default roll for severity shirt, and then we do have one that has the picture of the whole crew as well.
We're gonna have to have a new one that's literally we're good detectives, guys.
If you detect magic right now and it's just like brr, 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 the whole time, it's just
Yeah, I'm gonna
everything's fucking
Detect magic real quick.
It's like a rave.
Yeah. Oh shit!
So you activate detect magic, and you look around, and you're not seeing any magic.
Kay's pocket, just a little.
Yeah, you see the little glow from Kay's pocket, but that's about it. You're not the cave does not light up like the f***ing disco.
I like to
Okay.
think Zugink is like glaring at Kay's pocket the entire time because it's magic,
Yeah.
and that sucks. Zugink don't like no magic.
Don't like no magic.
But it's illusion magic, and it's not causing anything to explode. So
Okay.
Zugink doesn't care as much.
Gotcha.
It's also not sentient, so Zugink doesn't care as much. Unlike Umbral's lodge, where Zugink just like, nope.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Get out of my head.
Yeah.
So as you venture through, and you're getting close to probably about 6 hours of travel throughout the cave, and you see, you've been down to these caves. Now, keep in mind, these are massive caves.
Yeah. We may have to stop and take a small break.
And while you're going through, you do end up you end up finding a corpse.
Oh. Like a fresh corpse? Like
corpsey
an old corpse? Does it stink?
It stinks
It stinks. That means it's fresh.
ish.
Ish?
The corpse itself seems to have been gnawed at.
Oh.
Roll me medicine checks.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Damn.
So Zugink rolled a 5, but Theo actually rolled a 20. A
Nice.
modified 20.
Modified 20?
Yeah.
So Theo, you're...
Kay got a 19.
So looking at the corpse, you're able to discern the corpse is probably a few months old.
Okay.
But something has been eating at it.
Oh.
Oh, Bob.
Um,
That's probably Bob. Dwarf?
It is dwarven.
Male, female?
Yeah.
Indiscernible.
Indiscernible.
Most of the face is gone.
The face
As
is gone.
is much of the chest.
Can I look at the pelvis and determine?
Like the majority, like anything
Yeah.
like exposed upwards has
Yeah.
been like eaten away at.
Okay.
Like even like into like the thighs and into the calves and the feet. Like most of the meat that is
Yeah.
upwards has been eaten into.
And our guys have been missing for 2 weeks.
Yes.
So in theory, it's not them.
I'm a little concerned.
Me too.
Because if our dwarves went down this way, wouldn't they have come across
They'd have seen this thing.
this corpse?
Maybe they're the I don't know.
Oh no, what if they're cannibals?
Oh no. we didn't ask if anyone else has been missing in
No.
the cave. It was just them.
Just them.
Maybe someone went looking. Maybe someone found the tunnel, their secret tunnel, and then they murdered them to keep their secret a secret. Just spitballing here. I don't know.
No, it's a good theory. Or they're cannibals.
Or they're
Your-
cannibals. That's a great theory.
Your theory is better than my theory.
It's more pleasant to think about.
It's more definitely more pleasant.
Clearly they were working down there. They needed to bring food.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the fourth dwarf. No.
Okay.
Okay. All right then.
So cause of death, probably not being eaten. When probably too not able to discern the cause of
unable
death,
to
like
discern,
gas or
Yeah,
throat was slit.
Yeah, it's too old to be able to really discern the, especially not being doctors.
Yeah, no. Fair enough.
Gross.
It's hard to discern the cause of death.
Gross.
Excuse me while I pull out my PhD. My PhD glasses. My white lab coat. Well. No.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like
How big are the bite marks? Are they little bite marks?
Oh God, no.
little moles.
Oh God, no.
Oh God! Oh, God. That wasn't just a no. That was an oh God no.
Looking at the body and just like part of the rib cage that had kind of been broken into, it looks like the bite marks, like the jaw and the mouth that had bitten into this, is probably about yay wide.
Jesus, it's Bob.
It's a Bob.
Anna, before Kay stomps off, is gonna say, Kay,
Can you give me a few of your gross arm barbs? Because I know you've been collecting them. Because we're gonna do some science. Because we don't know if this thing will infect things that are dead.
Oh yes.
And I obviously haven't really been able to test that. And wouldn't, because,
is this something we should test right now in a cave with one way out?
Oh, that's pretty smart. Okay. Okay, yeah.
Like I say, when we live through this, if we live through this, we go, I don't know, kill a squirrel? Maybe not a squirrel. Maybe we'll buy a bunny? Or a chicken? And we'll test it, or something a little less, dwarfish.
Oh, Theo, you are the voice of reason in this dark time. Okay, keep your spikes. Your arm spikes.
Keep your arm spikes.
all right, not testing
Let's not test
that right now.
Not gonna test
not-
the dwarven
Go to the
corpse.
cave.
No, it's a thing I want to do. It's a theory in there, but we're not gonna check it now.
We'll do it, once in after we've lived through this.
Yes.
And there's, a lot more room, and it's something small that we can.
Let's not infect the corpse
Let's
that
not
Bob is
infect-
eating,
that
so that
Bob
Bob
is
gets
eating, so that Bob gets infected, and suddenly we have Bob the Stone Gate with the big,
Bob the spiky stone gator.
with the big arms and the little arms bursting up into Stoneforge and eating everybody. Oh, no.
All right.
If we run into that gator, I swear.
Just like, why are you guys leaving so soon? Bye.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, with this lovely picture, I guess.
Continue.
Well,
Right.
we've been awake now for 6
6
hours.
hours?
6 hours. So we can make it probably another couple, 4 more out. I think we've got like what 4 more hours to go before we have to slow down.
Yep.
So we'll continue.
And still haven't found a discernible camp?
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna keep bugging you until I find it.
Yeah. It's just like, man, do these dwarves just travel 12 hours a day?
Mining things? Like, what the heck?
Did they have carts?
Oh, are there? There's no cart tracks, is there?
There have not been any cart tracks.
Like, no wonder people go missing 2 weeks.
Yeah, look at this buddy boy.
Yeah.
Faceless Joe.
Faceless Joe.
Faceless Joe.
Yep. We'll continue downward.
So you continue downwards, and as you're wandering through the mines, I want everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no!
no.
Oh no! Not dexterity! No! First off, I hate this because I roll twice, and one rolls high,
That's bad.
and one rolls low. So
Wow, you rolled the same shitty thing, but he's
Zugink, you did well. Zugink rolled a 19. Theo,
Hey.
on the other hand, Theo's in trouble. Theo rolled a 9.
So we got a 10, and we got a 13.
10 and a 13.
So K's 13.
Okay. So, as you're going forward, you have this moment where you feel like this slight rumble beneath your feet as the floor you're walking on gives way,
This is bullshit.
and you fall, and like it, all 4 of you do fall.
Shit!
So no, you did not leave Zugink behind.
Even with Zugink's 19? Did she
And-
grab the ledge? Can we react to grab the ledge?
Zugink, actually, the reaction was to see who was going to get hurt on the way down.
Oh, so Zugink's fine.
So Zugink manages to grab, dig into the wall a little bit and just trying to slow herself down. She does manage to slow down enough to not take heavy damage when she hits the ground.
Oh, heavy damage.
Oh, heavy damage.
Well, stake damage when hit the ground.
I've been here before, no!
The Warlock
so
is
who's-
landing on his ass.
Who was the highest?
K had 13.
13?
Yeah,
13.
Zugink had 19, K had 13.
Anna had 10.
And
So Kay takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
oh no.
Damage.
I
And
had
then who was next?
I
Anna
had-
with 10? Or was it
no, it
Theioryn
was
who had 10?
it was Anna.
Yeah,
Theo
I
had
did.
the least with 9.
Anna takes 3 points of damage, and Theo takes 4.
Oh, that hurts.
Points of damage. Great.
No, don't heal for 4.
Damage. Okay.
Ow!
16. 16 HP.
And so you hit the ground, Zooey kind of lets go of the wall and hops down, and
I think she just kind of dusts herself off a little.
probably makes some snide remark about
I guess.
didn't fall so bad this time.
What are
Yeah.
you doing down there?
Zugink's all the climbing experience. Ow! Ow!
Hurt. How far down are we? How far do we fall?
You're probably about 20 feet down.
Holy crap!
Oh shit!
Huh.
So, but you're looking around, you're just like, and the tunnel that you're in is not a dwarven tunnel.
Ooh.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here.
This is Bob's home.
This is Bob's
We weren't
territory.
invited.
We definitely were not invited. I don't want to be here.
Anna is already going through her pack, looking for her grappling hook to try and
I definitely don't want to be here. Zugink, do you have climbing? Zugink!
And Kay's just like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, actually, evens are odds for Kay.
Oh crap! Let's go with evens this time.
No.
Okay, Kay's
No.
with the group.
Okay,
Oh
good.
crap!
Thank God.
Son of a.
Yeah, Kay does not just up and wander off.
Zugink has pittance.
that we can use to help climb back up.
I heard kittens.
Yes, Zugink has just
I'm pretty sure
bag
bugbears
of
don't give
kittens.
birth to kittens. And I'm pretty sure Zugink has not just been Zugink is not Alf.
Yes, no. It's just like, none of that made sense.
Oh, I have mittens too.
Great.
So we
Yeah,
can.
I'm pretty sure most of you went and bought pittons when you're
Yeah.
like, we're gonna be in the mountains, we should get stuff to climb.
We should get stuff to climb.
And then Zugink didn't use it when Zugink was going climbing.
Zugink doesn't use. Zugink freeforms it
And free falls it.
and freefalls.
So quick, just like a scan of the area, all panicked, like
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
water
Another
or
perception check.
anything. Shite. 13. Not so good.
Oh my god, I'm doing this one at a time now.
And K
I
got
have to
10.
reroll actually because I just nudged it. Okay, so and then okay, that's actually better. So Zugink for perception rolled a modified 20, and Theo rolled a 21 for perception.
Okay. So looking around, and looking at the rock, looking at the area that collapsed that you came in from, looking at you can see the ground there seems to be a mixture of stone and dirt.
Oh no!
Team Rocket.
It is
Which-
yeah.
You get the feeling that while not impossible, climbing up there is probably going to be a little bit harder.
It is like Turtle Mountain.
It's not like Turtle Mountain. We don't have any giant boulders rolling yet.
It's Turtle Mountain. It's all full of shale. Frank slide.
But then looking down the tunnels go further in both. The tunnel goes further in both directions than your dark vision allows you to see.
Can we try the grappling hook? I mean,
We may as well try it.
Zugink, how's your throwing arm?
I think Zugink's like, yeah. A guard can throw a grappling hook, and she's gonna twirl it a few times, and she's gonna toss it up there.
Zugi is swearing in chat.
Is Zugink swearing in chat?
Oh no.
Why are you swearing in chat?
You didn't take damage, you're okay. You're...
Don't be mad at me, Zugink.
Well, Zugi wouldn't have even gotten to that point yet, so I don't know why Zugi's swearing in chat.
Oh god.
I just get these star. And it doesn't let me click on it to find out what Zuging said, unless Zuging just said star.
Unfortunately,
Zugink was trying to link a baby bugbear picture. Yeah, I don't have links in my chat.
Okay.
So
I rolled a 9.
Zuging swing, bam! Just like straight forward into the wall, just ting, and just bounces back.
Anna's gonna pick it up, and Anna's gonna try her
It's
damnedest.
like, that's my turn.
She wants out of here.
So, give me a roll.
Oh, -1, it's a 9.
Oh no!
You hit the exact same spot as Zuging did.
We both rolled a
and
9.
bounces back.
Hey, your turn.
We're going to die down here.
Kay's gonna roll, because he's just like, okay, we're taking turns now. And Kay gets a 16.
16. So Kay, it's like just kind of shaking his head, walks up, picks up, and gets a nice lob up over the ridge.
Good form.
10 out of 10.
Odds or evens? Okay, odds or evens?
Odds?
Didn't work.
So you pull on the rope, and it seems to have hooked onto something up on top.
Or someone. Just kidding.
You don't know.
Who is the best climber that can put in these pittons as I hold up my pittons to help us climb out of this damn dirt hole?
I go Zugink.
Zugink? Is
little-
Zugink the best climber? I don't know.
Zugink has a passion for climbing.
Zugink has a passion for climbing, but Zugink has a +2 in acrobatics.
Oh.
But a +5 in athletics, depending on...
I was thinking, Zugink carried my sorry ass up 60 feet.
Yeah,
of
that's very
cliff.
true, yeah, so Zugink probably can. Okay, well,
Pardon me.
I can climb too.
You can climb too.
You can climb 2.
I can climb okay.
Nice haircut.
Little hair.
Yeah.
So who's gonna try and climb?
Definitely not the Warlock. The Warlock's like, nope. I'm not going up until something's a little bit more secure for me to hold on to, because I will fall on my ass again.
I'll do it.
Okay, give me your athletics for climbing up this rope.
That's a 15.
15. So Kay goes and starts pulling his way up and manages to like get to the top, and you put your arm up and you lift your head up and you just hear this like clicking sound, and we're gonna roll to break.
Oh God, it's nether cap.
And so we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
What?
What do you see?
What do you mean?
So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, and then we'll continue on and find out what the hell Cave just ran into.
Shit.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Okay, there's audio.
But we have a
there's
friend in
video
Montreal.
going away. Okay, here we are. So now that we've caught Kay up on what's going on, also Kay made cookies, and these things are crack.
They're the Christmas crack cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas crack.
I don't know
Santa's.
That's exactly what I was picturing.
what crazy voodoo you put into them, but I have eaten a full bowl of these cookies.
This was your dice, and it was doing very well for you.
So,
We have a
question.
friend in
Do
Montreal.
Do both groups have the map?
We
available?
can bring it
Oh
up.
man, I'm sure we do. Tabby tab.
Sometimes I wish this tablet would not turn off. Yeah.
I
Wake
know.
up, tablets.
You have to spell ominous every single time. Recalculating spleens.
I got it up.
Okay, so you're
We're gonna enter combat.
recalculating spleens.
Yeah.
Hopefully you only have one of them.
We just do the roll for severity.
Yep, that's fine. I just want to make sure that you're both up on there.
Perfect.
Because what you see, okay, as you reach the top, and holding in its mouth is the grappling. It's holding the grappling hook in its mouth at the moment.
Oh shit.
And as you get up and you look, you watch it just let go of the grappling hook. So you get to see that for just that moment before falling back down is this.
What the fuck is that?
Nethercat, baby!
That's not Nethercat.
Damn it! It's a sassy beast, though. It sass the crap out of you.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, not far from my albino alligator. It's just blue, and it's got like hooky thingies.
Oh man.
It's not showing up on
Yeah.
the
Guess
thing.
it's not a spider.
What the fuck is that?
Can I make this?
I guess in all fairness, I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Just like, why are you falling?
There we go.
Yeah.
Don't do
Yeah,
that.
so it's that.
Well, I figure I'd at least
There we
have
go.
a chance to like grab the ledge because I was at least somewhat propped up on
Yeah,
it.
give
Great
me
question.
a
Reflex save.
reflex save to try and or
Do you
give me a
wanna-
dexterity save to try and grab onto the ledge before you fall.
Do you want to grab
Because you hold onto the rope and like you basically
I
put your
don't.
one arm
I
up,
don't want to not grab onto the ledge.
Fair enough.
and you just watch it let go of the grappling hook. That is in that one.
That one!
So we have this rule here where if you roll the dice and it ends up on the floor, since you are not able to keep your dice in this target your location, your character can't keep their target one that they're on. So yeah,
Nope, that's
trying to
fine.
hit the floor is a one. So
I agreed to it.
roll me your severity for that.
Oh god.
Also up in the counter. We are now at 3.
Yep.
This is gonna hurt real. I'm gonna impale myself on the grappling hook
You
on the
land
way
on
up.
Anna and break her back.
I was gonna say. 'cause-
Actually, you are landing on Anna.
I was gonna say,
I was choking.
can Zugink roll a reaction to try and catch him? But I guess
Because
not.
I rolled a d4 to see which person that Kay was going to land on, and I got 2, so it's Anna.
sorry.
And so, oof.
Oof is right.
Kay and Anna, you both take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
You landed on the smallest person here.
Are you guys okay?
No.
Also, kudos, Zugink, for actually knowing what the hell that thing is.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I legit don't know what that is.
10. Mine changes.
Nebulous.
I'm just
Looks like Kay
afraid-
is dying today.
I'm just excited about it at her cap, but it's not.
I mean, I don't know if I'm dying today.
But you just landed on Anna.
Like
Yeah, I almost killed Anna from, like, I don't know how far above.
About 20 feet.
We'll see. It's like a pokey turkey.
I'm still alive.
How much health do you have?
I have 6. So
How much health do you have?
11.
Okay.
And
good work.
so as you hit the ground, and the rest of you see this thing, like, it's these elongated claws reach over the ledge and look down at you, and it hisses. You hear that distinct scraping sound. Some in front of you, and some behind you.
Oh.
And I would like for everyone to roll me some initiative.
Okay.
We're dying.
We're gonna die down here.
That die goes over there because it rolled off a table.
All
And I
right.
didn't roll very well for initiative, guys.
Not thrilled.
I don't care.
Nice.
This isn't the. Also, I'm gonna take the rolling
Yes.
box
You can have
because
the rolling
I
box
don't trust
there.
myself at all right now.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's fair. I haven't been using
Take
it.
the rolling box.
Oh yeah, I'll take the black dice back. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
So you've got the one Kruthic that's up above drops down and then takes that couple steps back, and as looking around, you see a couple that come in from behind you, and another one that's coming in from further down the tunnel.
So there's 2?
There's 4.
There's
total.
4?
2 behind you.
Shit.
Yeah,
Two in front of
there's
us.
2 in front. There's
yeah,
5.
there's 2 back there,
Uh-uh.
1 here,
Oh.
and 1 here.
The one that I.
Oh, I see
The
now.
one that I made face love to.
Is that one?
Oh.
Okay. I thought they
Well,
were on top.
shit.
Great.
Oh, how do we get rid of that? Is it that?
What are you trying to get rid of?
No, it's fine.
Got it. Can I do a nature check to know what these are? Because I don't know if Anna actually knows.
Yeah, you can give me a nature check.
Does an 8 tell me anything about them in my dazed state?
They look hungry.
Okay.
And I need people to give me their initiative.
Fudge.
So, Zugink rolled at 12.
Okay.
And Theo rolled a 6.
And Theo is 6.
Anna goes on an 11.
And Kay has a natural 20.
Anna is 11.
Yeah.
Okay, and they...
Alright, what do we got?
4... Alrighty. So, top of the line, we've got Kay. What are you doing?
What am I? Just
Grappling hook. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Worked before.
Except the Kruthic was holding on to the grappling
Oh
hook.
yeah.
So,
What's it called? A Kruthic?
Kruthic.
A Kruthic.
It's so thick.
what can I do?
Doing double C.
He's dummy thick.
I don't know how to spell it, but it's got a THICC in
The
it.
sound of its sound of its clinking keeps alerting the guards.
Well, I'm gonna attack the one that scared me so badly that I dropped onto Anna with my arrow.
Okay.
But I'm gonna hunter mark that guy first.
So bonus action Hunter's Mark. And so I need to move that over there. And he gets...
And I am attacking that one.
Yep, he is Hunter's Marked.
Cool.
So take your pot shot.
Alright, pot shot away. Oh, well, that's a 15.
15 does not hit.
Oh shit.
This is gonna be bad.
Those dwarves are probably dead.
Those dwarves are dead.
I had hope.
I shout that. Those dwarves are dead!
I was so hopeful that was gonna hit. That was okay.
Wait,
First off,
What was
yeah.
it? You rolled a 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does not hit.
Yeah.
I guess.
And so that puts us to the one that you just tried to take a pot shot at.
Great. I wonder who he's gonna attack.
And it is going to run up and it is going to try and take a swing at you.
Of course it is.
But an 8 does not hit.
It does not.
Very nice.
It does not hit.
Thank fuck. Whew. We're gonna die.
And it brings one of its claws and slams down on the ground right in front of you, and you manage to take that quick step back to avoid actually getting, impaled. Oh, look, I ain't been impaled.
Yeah.
Thanks, Olaf. Are we gonna go into the unknown next?
No. We're on to Kruthic 3. So this one back here is going to move forward and try and take a swipe at Zugink. Let's put that bad dice over there. That is a 16. Does 16 hit Zugink?
Zugink 16 does not hit Zugink.
Yes.
Brings its claw up, and Zugink just manages to bring
Yeah.
her
glaive
down, blocking off that hit. And it is now Zugink's turn. What is Zugink doing?
Zugink is gonna hit back at that.
With all that 15
All
foot
that
reach.
15-foot reach.
That's really not needed in this particular
Doesn't matter.
instance.
Hang on, I just need to double check
Because we are not forgetting.
her actions. Okay. Math.
Sad face.
And she misses. She rolled a base 7.
Yep, definitely does not hit.
Does not hit. Even with if she gets +5 to it, it does not. It's 12, so it does not hit.
Does not hit. Brings the glaive down. It hits along like this hard hide of the
Yeah.
cruise and just glances off.
Yeah.
Anna.
All right. Anna's gonna be like, "This is not the happy tunnel anymore."
And hoping that maybe fire freaks them out, even though it's really close to me, just gonna try and shove a firefly in its mouth.
The one that's in front of Kate.
Right in front of me, sorry. Yes.
Okay. So you conjure up that firefly. And what's your health looking like right now?
It's not good.
Because you didn't heal when you hit the ground.
Well,
We didn't really have time to heal.
We're doing this live, apparently.
So you conjure up that firefly and you lob it forward. Give me that attack roll.
24 to hit this biatch.
That definitely hits.
Yay!
Now roll me the damage for your firefly.
Which is a...
I really want it to scald the inside of its mouth and its throat.
Oh, it's only a D8. I got real excited for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, it takes 6 points of DiMaggio.
DiMaggio. You conjure up this firefly and lob it forward, and it turns, seeing this bright light, and just tries to bite at it. And you watch the firefly extinguishes in its mouth. This flame kind of up from out of its mouth, and it does take damage. As
But it doesn't look scared from the fire.
It doesn't look scared from the fire, but it's pissed off the fact that it just ate something that hot. It was not expecting that spicy meatball.
That stupid Kruthic.
Yeah.
And that puts us to Kruthic 4. And it is going to run up to here
Of course it is.
and take a swing at Zugink. And it has advantage on its attack.
Pack tactics.
It does pack tactics.
Pack tactics. That is a... What is my plus on that attack? That is...
Not good enough.
No, that's 24.
Shit, yeah. Her armor class is 17.
I got it.
It's not delivery, it's DiMaggio.
DiMaggio.
So that is 7 points of piercing damage as it gets its teeth nice and deep into Zugink's arm.
Got it.
That's not the deep she wants.
No.
That's not. That is not. And this Kruthic is going to run up to here, and it is going. Yeah, so it gets there, and you see it kind of like bring its like front claws back, and just like watching what you're doing. And that puts us to Theo.
How much HP do you have?
I'm at 6 right now.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Light.
Heaving.
Healing Light.
Like,
Healing Light. You get 5 HP back.
Thank you kindly.
And then I'm going to reach around Zugink and to this. Come on, ping it. Come on, ping it.
Changes.
Ping it. The one I'm closest to, not on the other side. For some reason, I'm unable to ping.
That one?
Which one? Yeah, that one. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So you make your
Yeah.
attack.
Does 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Yay! I rolled.
Eldritch.
Yeah. Eldritch Blast! 1d10! I hit for 5 points of damage!
Okay. So this Eldritch Blast just hits it in the side of the face. It kind of takes a couple steps over and looks back.
Yeah, it's gonna be mad at me.
And now we are on to... We're back at the top, so that is K.
so, I want to aim an arrow down the throat of the one that I have hunters marked. Because at this point, I'm expecting him to be, or them to be very wide-jawed, considering they had a very spicy meatball a few seconds ago.
Yeah, now keep in mind, because if you're using a ranged attack, because it's within 5 feet of you, you have disadvantage on that attack.
Oh, really?
I mean...
And actually, technically Theo should have had disadvantage on her attack as well.
Oh no, do you want me to roll D at disadvantage? Gonna take away my 5 damage?
I'm gonna say, we might take away the 5 damage.
Oh.
Because I was like, isn't there a penalty? And ranged. When you make a ranged attack with a weapon, spell, or some other means within 5 feet,
Yeah.
it is disadvantage.
Oh, could you?
Yours is not with disadvantage because it's more than 5 feet away.
I'm okay.
I rolled the same number.
Yes.
I
Okay,
rolled a 14.
so it still takes damage.
Cool.
Meant to
Well,
be.
then in that case, I'm going to take a short sword and stab it into its very open mouth.
Okay.
Because based on its image, it has a very, like... so I feel like going like this.
Oh, so you're trying to like uppercut it?
I am trying to uppercut the fuck out of this guy's mouth.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the angry murder dice, because it hasn't failed me yet tonight.
Nice.
Yet.
Murder dice is good.
You were there yet.
That's 16.
16 just hits.
Yay, okay. 16
Alright.
2 hits.
Okay. So, I need to roll damage. I need to get those bad dice.
Which die is it? Yeah.
It's a d6. So, that's 6 damage for my short sword attack.
Okay.
And my hunter's mark is another d6. Which is 4, so that is 14 damage.
14 damage.
Yay!
Nicely done.
Yes. No, that's
No.
not wrong. That's
That's
10
very.
damage.
I was just like, where are you getting 14? You got a
Nope.
6 and then 4. How
Yep.
is that 14?
I can math, I swear. It's 10.
I got excited for a second.
I was excited as well, but regardless, I tried to very, very aptly stab a knife through the top of
Yeah.
his mouth upwards.
Yeah. And so as this thing looks at you, its maw like wide open as it's hissing at you. You can see a little burn where it had chomped down to the firefly. And you just take your sword and slam it up through the top of its mouth and through the top of its head as it like kind of gurgling as you like pull back through the front of its face. as it kind of crumples to the ground, and
is he dead?
that is dead.
Yay!
Hey!
How much
How much
damage?
damage did you do?
I only did 5.
Six.
6. Thank
Six.
you.
So,
So-
at least has 16 health.
Okay. Hey!
For reference.
Yes.
For reference. Yeah.
16 to hit. 16 health,
Yeah.
maybe.
Cool. Moving on.
Alrighty. So that one can now be taken out of queue. So the third crew thick, which was this lovely buddy over here,
Yep.
is going to take another bite at, or is going to try and swing its claw at Zugink,
You're gonna do it, Zugink.
which is 18 to hit.
It just hits, damn it!
So it brings its one arm back and tries to drive that hit in, and that is 5 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
which puts us to Zugink's turn.
Zugink is gonna attempt to hit that thing again.
The one directly in
The
front,
one-
the
yeah.
one just to hit it.
The one directly in front of her. The one that the one that just hit her.
Okay,
21.
21 definitely hits.
Fuck yes, yes, yes! It's a D10.
Not bad.
9. She hits it for 9 damage.
For 9 damage.
Yeah.
So she brings and cleaves in and ends up taking off one of its arms.
Yay!
It is still standing, although barely.
So 14 is not dead.
Yeah.
16 is guaranteed dead. So 1 or 2 health left.
Yeah. If we can
Where are you
hit it
getting the
again.
14 from?
Didn't.
No,
Jim-
we
no,
have.
Oh no, you hit
Theo hit
that
the
I
one
hit the
one.
other
below.
one.
Okay, no.
Yeah, if you hit the one below.
That.
I hit the one closest to me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at. No, I'm
Yeah.
I'm mathing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zugink attacked this one.
Yes. I am mathing wrong. It's fine.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Considering that you're, 6 plus 4 is totally 14. I'm not surprised that you're mathing
Yeah.
wrong. You've had a few too many of those alcoholic cookies, haven't you?
Yes, I've had so much alcoholic chocolate today.
You don't even like chocolate. That's amazing.
The kind of day.
Anna.
Is it me? Okay. So Anna is going to cast Frost Wasp
Okay.
because I'm out of the 5-foot blast range. I won't take a penalty because I'm far enough away.
Okay.
So some icy swarm is gonna come up from her hand, and then she's gonna chew it off, and hopefully hit him. Oh, that's not good. A 10 is not gonna hit.
10 is not going to hit, but you lob this little this frozen wasp nest, and as it hits, those wasps swarm out in this angry torrent. Roll me the damage for the
They get to
AoE.
make a dexterity saving
Is
throw.
it dex save for no damage or half damage?
Ooh, that's a great question. It is a dex save for. Just must succeed on a dex saving throw or take.
Okay, so
2d6,
it's
yeah.
so it's
Not for half, but for. No.
yeah. And what is your?
And the modifier you must beat is 12, because level 2.
It hits 12.
Son of
So
a bitch.
beats it.
It's light on its feet.
Lame.
Yep. So as you lob this little frozen wasp nest, it ends up like stepping back and kind of bats it further down the cave, and so it hits and just, and they like swarm and then dissipate into the air.
Wow.
That puts us. To,
Oh, can I quickly roll just for the spell? It was a first level spell.
Yes.
Nope.
Okay. And also, you need to roll me one because Hunter's Mark.
Nope.
Okay.
Nicely done.
I like this dice. This dice is my favorite dice.
Do I need to roll one for my Eldritch Blast?
No, because that's a cantrip.
Excellent.
It's anything that's first level.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So the creature that you just threw a nest at is now angry at you,
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah.
and it is going to step forward,
Ooh.
and it is going to take a swing at you,
Of course it will.
and it does whiff it. That was an 8 on the roll, so that is only a 13.
Oh, that hits!
Oh, does it?
It meets it, beats it.
Okay, so it does get its claw attack off. I was like, oh, an 8? There's no way an 8's going to hit.
Level 2.
Level 2.
So that is
Level 2.
6 points of piercing damage.
Oh, Theo just healed that.
Um,
How many
so-
do you have left?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 5 HP.
Okay, you have 5
Yeah, the
HP.
5 HP that you healed.
Yeah,
is-
it's all gone.
Yeah.
Plus 1. Okay.
Okay.
So
Change.
brings its claw across, and it gets a good like graze across your chest, and you're like,
I had boobs.
it did not cleave off your tits. Don't worry.
I heard that! I heard! Oh god!
See, now my mind just
I
goes
feel
back.
empathy pain! Oh no!
See, now my mind just goes back to the shirt I saw a while back, where it was, yes, my boobs are fake. My real ones tried to kill me.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are on to this.
The one to the south of us.
That one needs to take a swing,
Yeah.
and it is going to take a swing at you because you hit it.
Of course it is!
But it does not get advantage. But it doesn't matter if it has advantage because that's a 19.
Yeah, that's a 12. That hits. That hits me.
And so it's going to reach out, and it also gets 6 points of piercing damage as it manages to slam down on you.
Oh, that hurts me.
Teriyaki, it's like as we all grab our chest and cry.
Yeah.
Anime titty.
So that does 6 damage?
Yep, 6 points of piercing damage.
Ouchie, that hurt. That hurt me.
And that puts us to Theo.
Well, shit, son. I'm gonna pop myself one more healing light because I'm at 4 HP.
Fair enough.
So I can take another hit. Bonus action.
Yeah, they fell down the hole.
We fell down the hole.
Oh,
I heal myself for 5.
we fell down the hole and you fell on me. Down the hole.
I'm sorry, okay?
So you heal yourself for 5?
I heal myself for 5.
I have
Okay.
a box now.
Oh, you put in the box that you went to roll it off the table?
Yeah,
After your first
smart.
roll.
And
My
then,
second roll almost went off the table. I'm like, no.
Oh, box.
Box needs to
First
be...
roll did roll off, second roll
The
almost
second
off.
roll was going, and I'm like, no, I'm just going to pick this up and put it in a box.
Yep.
I guess since I'm at close range and I don't want to roll at disadvantage, I guess I will take my Yokwa out and I will stab it in the face.
Okay.
Which is gonna be.
So roll me that attack.
And miss. Roll a 10.
That definitely misses.
Yeah, it sure does.
Ow.
So you swing it out, and the blade just kind of glides across the chitinous plating on its body.
Yeah.
And that puts us back up at the top with K.
These things would die if we could just hit them.
It's
Yeah.
not 5 feet away.
Yep, you
so
could bow it.
I am bowing that thing, and yet again, because I have a thing for the face. These things have a very distinct target right here, and since someone is trying to probably consume Anna in the very near future, and I can't have that happening, I'm going
Yeah,
to.
someone has to be able to slug you.
Suddenly he turns.
Maybe I'm gonna shoot at it. Let's see what
I'm
right
going to move my hunter's mark to the new target.
Did you get to
Okay.
do that for free?
I do. It's,
Awesome.
manipulating my hunter's mark is always a bonus action.
That's great.
Okay, so you've moved the hunter's mark over to the new target.
And then I'm gonna take my bow and I'm going pew, and I'm gonna.
Before that one, you accidentally shoot Anna.
That's gonna be real.
Leave Anna
unfortunate.
alone. She's been through too much already.
Yeah.
17.
17 does hit.
Yay!
Excellent. Okay.
And does not hit Anna.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
I see a 1. 9, 10 damage.
10 damage in total.
Awesome.
I'm sorry.
And that was with your hunter's mark?
That is with my hunter's mark.
Okay. So you draw that arrow, you knock that arrow and you draw it back, and for a moment you kind of aim over towards Anna, thinking about the slug, and then you pull your bow back and release that arrow. And into one eye socket, and just straight through as
Kick-ass.
the second Kruthic falls.
They
Hooray!
have 10 health.
Maybe.
K, the
Well,
Kruthic
I mean,
killer.
That one had 10 or less health.
This is true. They have around 10 health.
Yes, all of them have a range of health.
I mean, that's fair. But, like, we have an idea of where the range is.
Hey, the crew that killed her.
Apparently. I don't want to die here.
Nobody wants to die here!
And, well, I have to defend Anna because I fell on her.
That's fair.
Sweet.
At minimum, I have to defend her for 10 points worth of damage.
Alrighty, so we have Kruthic number 3 is going to take a swing at Zugink because that is the target right in front.
How is Zugink looking?
Zugink has 12 HP.
Okay, and you have 5.
And I have
10.
9.
9.
I take it a 14 does not hit Zugink.
Does not hit Zugink.
So as it goes in for another swipe, Zugink manages to bring the glaive over and kind of pin the one arm that it has left off against the wall, and then it manages to like kind of yank its claw back. And that puts us to Anna.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that puts us to Zugink.
Oh, dang.
Zugink's gonna hit it again!
Okay.
One more time, come on, Zugink! 12 plus 5.
17 hits.
17 hits! Yeah! D10, bitch! 7 damage!
7 damage. As Zugink brings this glaive up and then just cracks it down on the neck, and you hear that cracking sound as the chitinous plating along its body kind of splinters as the glaive goes through it. And that is the third Kruthic dead.
Yay!
And that puts us to Anna.
Okay. Unbeknownst to Theo,
Yeah.
Anna's gonna take Slugworth and just on the back of Theo's neck.
You just feel this cold, wet, slimy sensation on the back of your neck as Mel's healing slug now slides down the back of your shirt slides down.
Anna, please tell me that's you and not something else!
It's me, Theo!
Thank God, but damn it!
And you heal for... Where's my D8? Woohoo! You heal for 9 damage!
I heal for 9 damage?
I know.
9 health, whatever.
Yeah, not like... Did you heal me for 9?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, back up at full health.
I used the wrong words.
I heal you for 9 damage.
Because I don't have a lot of HP to begin with.
What is she, undead?
Have some DiMaggios. Also, I'm gonna roll a D20 and see if I cast Firebolt. It's a 3, so we're okay.
You're okay.
Is it supposed to make little suction cup?
This is... I'm glad we all have the same first reaction to the slug.
So for those tuning in who don't know, Anna's character is a druid that's geared a lot more towards bugs and the creepy crawlies. So we have flavored a lot of the spells for her character to be bug-oriented or creepy crawly-oriented. So her Cure Wounds is a slug named Slugworth.
Yeah, he's slimy.
He's
gross.
slimy.
And it is glorious, and none of the party is happy to be healed.
No.
It's like... I know he's a slug, but I always kind of picture him as like a face hugger. Just like...
Oh, he's pretty gross.
Who just kisses you, and you're like...
No, I just feel like he's a football-sized slug.
That's gross.
And it's just too... It's too large. It's not okay.
It's weird to have a party and it's like, do you want me to use Cure Wounds? No!
Oh God, no, we'll be good!
I'd rather die!
Alrighty, are you doing anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. So this Kruthic. No, it's gonna keep going. It is going to take another swing at you.
Of course it
You're the
is.
last one to hit it.
Yep.
And so it does not advance. That is a 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, it hits. Ouchies.
Which is 5 points of piercing damage.
Ouchies.
Maybe
It's like, oh!
You're like just kind of distracted by this slug, and suddenly you just see this piercing wound just like jab into your ribs. Like,
Too many things are happening!
this is not the kind of double team you were hoping for.
No!
Theo hopes for a double team ever.
Theo hopes for a double team? No.
Oh, it's Theo's turn now.
Theo is gonna be like, hang on. If I move from here to there, is that gonna give it an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Of course it is. Of course it is. I'm just going to. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna move back here and see, and just risk it.
That's a nat 20.
Oh fuck
Jesus.
that!
Whiff it.
I'm suddenly reminded of your fight against the wolves, where Zugink was like, "I'm just gonna take a 5-foot step back so that I can, like, move away." What's the worst that could happen? As the wolf crit
Yeah, I'm
Zugink.
probably gonna go down, you guys.
That is another 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh, I am still fucking up.
Yes.
I hurt, but I am still up. I have 1 HP left.
Shit.
Oh, yeah, you're lucky that the second dice was a 1 on its
Oh,
damage
thank
roll.
fuck.
Holy crap.
And I'm going to Eldritch Blast that fucking thing. No.
Get me.
No, yeah, I'm
Get
going
angry.
to Eldritch Blast it.
Okay, give me your attack roll.
17 plus
That
4.
hits.
It's. I rolled another 5 damage.
So you send off this second blast, like you just taken this hard hit as you're like stumbling back, and you manage to get your arm up. And how are you gonna do this?
I'm gonna aim for its head. And I'm going to go. Its head, right as it's opening its mouth, I'm gonna fire it into its head, and I'm gonna be like, "I liked our idea of Bob better," and I'm gonna fucking blow its head off.
Right. Oh.
Just clean a hole through the head.
Nice.
As this thing like kind of staggers a moment before falling to the ground dead.
And then as it dies, I'm just gonna keep doing my little dance of slug, because it's on my back still, probably. And then I'm gonna sit my ass down on the ground, because I hurt.
Yep, you're 1 health.
And Kay is immediately going to rummage their bodies for parts.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
16.
16. So you managed to scavenge 10 of those chitinous plates off their back. Like, as you're like trying to pull them off, like a bunch of them are just like breaking due to the beating that they received. But you do manage to like get 10 nice clean ones off, and you go and you recover the arm that Zugink lopped off.
Nice.
So you have 10 Kruthic plates and 1 Kruthic limb.
Question.
Answer.
What is the CR of this creature?
A normal Kruthic is 1/8.
And this is not a normal, or it is normal?
Everything I throw at you has been modified in some fashion or another.
I only ask because I don't know if in later levels it will qualify for wild shape.
It is monstrosity, not a beast.
No. Okay, thank you.
I believe wild shape is specifically beasts.
That is correct. I thought it might be a beast.
Nope, monstrosities.
Stand corrected.
Now, if it had been your weird alligator bob monster thingy, actually they're probably under monstrosity too. Let's be honest.
Little arms.
Yeah, little arms.
I grapple, I scratch, I whip. I hurt.
I think we might need to rest for a bit. And I don't know if I want to do it down in this tunnel.
Yeah, let's do it out of the hole.
Oh, someone may need to carry me up the hole.
I nominate Zugink.
Zugink, carry us up the hole.
So,
Before we do that, are there tracks down here of the human? No, there wouldn't be. I was gonna say could the dwarves have been down here? Doesn't make sense.
there are
Never
no
mind.
there are no dwarf tracks down here.
We fell. Yeah.
These dwarves are definitely dead. They're dead.
So it takes you a little bit, but like with you having ample time to try again, you do eventually get everyone up that ridge back up onto the main level. Are you wanting to be on the side you were traveling from or traveling to?
How wide is the hole?
Probably about 15 feet is clutch.
We want to be on the side that we're traveling to,
Yeah.
I would think.
We gotta.
Because we still have to go find those dumb dwarfs.
Yeah.
Or at least their bodies.
Or at least their bodies.
Yeah. Proof of death.
Yeah.
We found Faceless Joe, but that's not who we're here for.
That's not who we're here for.
Okay. So you climb. It takes you a while, but once again, you all climb up. You manage to get everyone up onto that side. And are you camping right there? Or are you going to try and push forward a little bit before camping?
I think we should push forward a little bit so we're not literally
Right
next to the hole of death.
Yeah.
How tall is the real cavern, not the whole
The
tunnel
hole about
one?
20 feet down. The cavern itself that you're in is probably 8 or so feet.
Okay. Zugink, can you like reach over the hole and smash in a piton? So that way if we have to like leave in a hurry, maybe we can swing to the other side or something, because I don't jump.
I pass one of my pitons over to Zugink, be like, here, use mine.
How are you guys getting, like, is Zugin just kind of like...
Just like,
Yeah, she's gonna reach
as far as she can reach.
and just with like the pommel of her, if she wants, I pass her my freaking Yulkna, and
Someone
she can,
has a hammer.
she can use the handle and just tap it in.
Positive I have a hammer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did the
I'm positive
pirate's kit.
someone in here has a hammer.
Yeah.
But you pass Zugin, Pete, and hammer, and manages to get that nailed into the wall.
Okay, thank you. Alright, let's carry on, because ow.
Yeah, because ow.
So you carry on for...
If we're gonna carry on just for a little bit, I'm just gonna quickly healing wind myself from 1 HP for 1 hit point, and I'm
Congratulations, you doubled your health.
I doubled my health.
That's rude.
I still really hurt. I just can't concentrate. I can't concentrate.
So you progress forward.
I'm just gonna like lean on Zugink.
You progress forward, and after a little bit, you end up finding something you've been looking for as you were going along, the remnants of a camp. And the remnants of this camp seems to be maybe a week and a half old.
Oh.
I'm gonna get everyone to give me a investigation check.
Oh.
I was excited for a moment with the investigation.
So Zugink rolled
12.
an 18, and Theo rolled a 16.
So 16, 18.
8.
12.
Okay. The group is, as you're like searching around, you find various things scattered throughout the remnants of this camp. You find a pickaxe, and the pickaxe has the name Glim engraved into the handle.
Think you would leave this behind willingly?
This is livelihood.
Mm.
That doesn't seem like he loves it enough to put his name in it.
Oh, Glim.
Yes.
Yes, Kay.
Is it magical?
I
feel like dwarf pickaxes would be magic.
I
Really?
cast detect magic.
It's not magic.
It's not magic.
This is K.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I feel like they're.
It's in my bones.
It's not special.
It's
okay.
It's not special K. Special K.
I'm really glad we all laughed at that.
So good.
I didn't realize it till I said it.
Woo!
We need more cereal in our lives, guys.
See, now I'm just thinking, like, that's something that I could try and put on a shirt.
Special.
your character on, like, a cereal box.
Yeah, special.
Not Special K.
Yeah.
Hey, you're going after my brand now, too? Leave K alone. He's not K.
He's special.
Apparently he's not
He's
special
not Special K.
either. Anyways.
So you find the pickaxe with Glim engraved on it. And looking at the pickaxe, there's a little bit of dried blood on the point part of it.
I wonder if this was used to kill one of those creatures we just fought.
That's a good thought. Had that thought too.
I thought he killed one of his cohorts.
You don't know.
We don't. Well, we have determined. We have determined that there's 4 dwarves down here and not 3. So it is a possibility.
There is a dead dwarf.
Yes,
there.
but that dead dwarf has been here a month.
3 months.
3
Several
months.
months.
3 months.
But
not a
that
month.
doesn't mean those 4 didn't meet him at some point.
Yes, well, at first we thought it was cannibalism. We've now
Yes.
rooted out cannibalism.
Yes.
That or a dwarf has a very big, wide mouth.
Yeah.
We did think maybe someone stumbled upon their secret and then they murdered him in cold blood to keep their secret a secret, but we don't know.
Okay, as long as we're on the same page.
Yeah.
There's also a satchel with several sticks of dynamite.
Oh, they are that stupid.
They
You're
are
right.
that stupid. Yes.
Oh, great.
Could we put the...
So,
Kay doesn't want to, so he's going to hand Anna the satchel of dynamite because it's a very bad idea to give it to the happy-go-lucky kid.
these aren't candles. They're not sparklers. Thank you.
Giving them to Anna for...
and they'll bang.
They make things go boom.
Yes, which means...
And not like how Theo makes things go boom. Or Anna makes things go boom with a firefly in a gas tunnel.
They didn't.
Do we have explosives in the Fae?
No. You'd not have that kind of explosion.
I don't know what these are. I don't want them. They look dumb.
Okay, yeah, this is
They
good.
look dumb.
These are idiot candles. Only idiots light them down here. We're not going to use them.
They're definitely...
Yes?
Yes, Kay.
But I'm an idiot.
No, you're
I like
not.
candles.
Kay,
No.
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 Kay, no.
Zugink's like,
Zugink, can you hold on to the dynamite?
You ask questions, Kay, that makes you not an idiot.
Sure.
also the walls around the area are marred with collapsed tunnels similar to the ones that the Kruthiks had burrowed through.
Do you think... This is just a crazy idea. Do you think these guys are collapsing tunnels themselves? To keep things... You know what?
Theo, it's time for you to go to bed.
It's
And
a
Kay walks over to Theo and picks up his bed mat, throws it on the floor, and then does it. Points at it and goes, "Bed, you're sleepy. Stop."
This is weird still.
No.
Says the person that is how sore and how weak and how injured.
Very.
Don't make me get the slug.
Anna perks up.
I got one more slug left for the day.
I will sit on the mat. I'm sitting on the mat. I'm still allowed to think, though. I don't really sleep, also. I just kind of go into a trance. I will face the wall and go into a trance. I hate being parented.
Daddy Theo is being parented by the child.
I hate this.
Then stop getting so badly hurt.
You know, I felt like we'll talk about it later. I'll just sit there and stare.
You're only allowed to have authority on Kay as long as you don't get hurt as much as he does.
I have thoughts.
You were exhausted when you got to town. You were delirious.
I'm
you
just
couldn't
not.
do shit.
I just have
Now
nothing. I have nothing but negative association with Stoneforge. This place is the worst.
Oh.
Nebulous is like, this is so much funnier when you consider that Theo is like 232 years older than Kay.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I'm a baby, and I'm like, no.
I don't like this at all.
Pretty big for your britches, tall, dark, and pointy.
Well, someone has to be.
Fair enough.
Also, that face he made at me. Who taught him? Who taught him that? Who taught you that face? I do not make that face. I do not make that face.
Want to bet?
Zugink is like whistling.
Do not make that face.
I want to do a perception check for skittering before we set up our fire or whatever we're doing for camp.
Okay, give me your perception check.
Is fire a good thing to have down here?
It may not be.
Does Zugink still have Zugink traps?
Zugink does
I
have
think
Zugink
Zugink
traps.
does have Zugink traps, yes.
15 to hear skittering.
You currently hear no skittering.
Or drops of water. Slide that in there.
No drops of water.
Hooray.
Cool. Can I help Zugink set up some traps? Because
Zugink has 2 traps, I believe?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's got 2 traps.
So
Yeah.
are you setting one from the way you came and then one
yep,
the way
That's-
that home leads?
that's the plan. It's not a perfect solution, but hey, if something shows up, they're more than likely
Yeah.
to get.
We can pick those up in the morning
Yes.
if they haven't
Yes.
been used, right? Okay,
Well,
yeah.
even if they have been used, you can still
They're
pick
like
up the
bear
trap.
traps.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna pick.
Or at least
yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
in my
they're,
head,
they're essentially bear traps.
in my head, they've been bear traps. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's essentially what they are.
Okay, yeah.
They can catch smaller game if the game is
or
not
decapitate
decapitate them if they are unfortunate
or
to
have them.
Yep, but
Like
they're,
that
they're more
horse
designed to catch bigger game. Which, from your encounter with the Gruthics, these are things that are a little bit considered bigger game.
pretty big.
As Cage just got like one arms over his shoulders.
This is gonna be the wolf skins all over again.
Yeah, except this one's painfully obvious, not shoved in a bag.
So, is anyone keeping watch? Who's keeping watch? When is people keeping watch?
Kay is keeping watch.
First watch.
He is at least taking first watch.
Okay. Who's taking second?
Anna will take second.
Third?
Not Theo.
Theo only really needs to sleep for.
He was also no longer exhausted.
Yeah.
Not Theo.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
I only have to. You know, I only go into a trance for about 6 hours. I'm gonna be awake anyway.
Well, then you can deal with Zugink.
Zugink's like, hey.
I'll take last watch.
That is acceptable.
Okay.
Before first watch starts, let's just use up that spell slot and Slugworth myself.
Okay.
Because I don't think I heal full.
Not immediately. You heal at the end of the long rest.
Oh. Just in case. We
Yeah,
don't know
like-
what's going to come
Yeah,
up
like
here.
if you use it now, then you have that health for, say, if something were to pop
Yeah,
up
something
during
comes
your long
up.
rest, you've already healed that,
Would
but you
definitely do
gain the actual effects of the long rest at the
Well,
end.
if that's the case, I'm going to cast my own cure wounds on
Slugworth.
myself.
And like,
Okay, so give me your rolls.
tickles. Wow.
I heal myself for 6 HP.
Okay, and give me your wild rolls.
I did. 15. We're good.
Do I add my modifier to that?
No,
Nope,
it's
it is
No,
just
it's
a
straight roll.
D20.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, you do not fireball the party.
Right. Correct me if I'm wrong with that one. We're just looking for one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you nat 1 on the wild roll, then a surge occurs.
Then percentile happens.
How big is your list?
400.
Oh,
Ooh, and counting?
I'm keeping it at 400 now. We've yet to have a surge off of you on your spells, so
We did.
Surges can be both good and bad, right?
yes. Well, there's good, neutral, and bad.
Perfect. If someone turns into flour, I'm not incredibly concerned.
Yeah, there's like the Where is it? My references, spells. So the Wild Magic Sword table I have is 400 long. And it is 4 slot. So you basically roll a d4, and that chooses which column, and then you roll your percentile to choose which one on the column. It still goes in the same general route that we have the severity rolls, where the lower it is, the worse it is.
So I want a 4 and a 100 is what you're telling me. And not a 1 and a 0.
Well, you can't roll 0.
Yeah, you can't roll 0.
Or 1.
Yeah, if you got a 1 in bad times, 4 or the 100 is good things.
Your weight worth of gold appears. That'd be nice. We could use that right now. Mr. 1 silver.
Yeah, 1 silver to my name. Like, again, I'm just not having a good time here in Stoneforge.
Yes, you've lost everything.
I've
On
lost
your way
everything.
To Stoneforge,
I've been
and
exhausted.
it's just a bad time for you.
Just.
Good times.
Yeah. Why did I ever leave? Oh, wait. I know why.
Yeah, you're trying to find someone.
Yep.
Bed rolls out.
Okay, so
Sleepy times.
Kay gets himself in a nice spot, nice comfortable spot with his bow, not like ready, but like on his lap with an arrow.
quick reach.
No, it's like he's sitting cross-legged-ish, not properly cross-legged because that gets sore after a while. Like bullshit cross-legged, that's terrible for your posture. And he has his bow and an arrow
Just
notched on his lap with a visibility to see both sides, and he's like, okay, I'm good.
Okay.
That's how he's going to spend his evening.
Okay.
I only need to go for transfer 4 hours.
4 hours. Yep.
Yeah, but Kay is incredibly
Insisting.
worried about how shit of a time Theo's been having.
He's been having.
As of recent, and Kay is too worried about Theo.
Who will police me if you don't? Really?
Yes.
My adult has been failing me, therefore I need to replace my adult until such time as my adult stops failing
Both
me.
of yours have, because you lost faith in Zugink's battling thing. So you're just like super like
Yeah, so
shooken.
my mom is currently like dead to me. Like she isn't useless at all. And dad is just being dead weight. So I'm waiting for one of the two of them to step it up again.
Excuse me!
You're a
Dead weight!
You're entranced.
You're in trance.
Also, I
right
don't
now.
imagine that Kay is sitting here saying this out loud either.
I pulled out of my trance and go, excuse me! And then I go back
These
into
are
my
all
trance.
these are all Kay's internal thoughts. Kay is very confused at the world right now, and everything is wrong. So until Mama Bugbear like comes in to save the day by decapitating something that's attacking Kay, and you actually function like a normal
Elf.
normal
Theo in a city or like
Theo.
in a place.
He doesn't know I'm an elf, he just knows me as a Theo.
Theo.
It's just like until you're back to being normal dad again.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Till you see another elf, they're all
You
just
haven't
Theos
you
to you.
haven't lectured me since before I tried to take a goblin as a pet.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's perfectly fine. It's just Theo's been having a rough time ever since that goblin attack, and
The only time I really got mad at you is when you tried to get me up in the morning. when I
yes,
was
but
still
you
exhausted.
have lectured me
I have lectured you.
frequently.
Yeah.
Because I deserved it,
Uh-huh.
and then you got exhausted.
I wonder whose fault that was.
And my it was not only my fault. We were a democracy.
It was a team effort.
Anyways, I assume you want me to roll perception and see what happens?
Well, it's... Yeah. Yeah, so give me your perception check.
That's a 14.
14. So you hunker down, you'd watch both, and like at one point, like you've got your head kind of leaned up against the stone. At one point, you can feel some vibrations in the rock, and you stop and kind of look around and kind of put your ear against the rock, and nothing.
Oh, just the wind. In a tunnel.
Underground.
But your watch comes and goes without issue. Who's second watch?
Anna.
Okay. How are you getting Anna?
Anna.
Good morning, Kay. Good morning, Kay.
Good night, Anna.
Good night. Also, you have your rock. I don't know if we mentioned it.
Yeah, you have your rock in your pocket.
My rock in my pocket?
The magical illusion rock.
Yes.
We made sure to grab that.
Perfect. I appreciate you guys.
And Anna goes to Firefly and then goes up. Buh.
Do we have a fire going right now still?
How many hours has it passed?
Oh, how methane-y is it?
No,
I still have my glowing lantern.
Yeah, you still got your bioluminescent lantern.
We have my bioluminescent, but...
Lantern? Okay, great.
There is light.
It's a fungal lantern.
There is light. Good. Okay.
Also, how many hours has it passed?
Since
How many hours has Kay's watch been?
2.
2? Okay.
Yeah, it's 2-hour watches.
Okay. I'm not awake yet.
Gonna just bring up Beanard, rest up against a wall, and just whisper sweet nothings about this whole trip and how crazy it was. It wasn't that fight bad, and I'm still kind of looking around, trying to keep an eye out.
Beanard crawls up your neck and sits on top of your head, and every little bit you feel him skitter around on top of your head, and just kind of you just feel the body go.
Yeah. Yeah, he did fall on me. That was crazy. Glad you didn't get squished.
No, it wasn't my fault. It was super scary.
21 for perception.
21 for perception. As you're sitting there, at one point in the night, you stop and you're just listening. And blip, blip. And as soon as you catch that sound of water, you kind of start fixating on it. And then by the time your 2 hours up, you're kind of going crazy. You can just hear the. It's like the drippy faucet.
Yep. Like a clock that ticks really loudly. Cave is sweating again.
But as your 2 hours comes and goes.
Zugink, it's your watch. And then step back right away just in case Zugink is feeling kind of grabby. The shoulder tap.
Zugink will wake up. She'll be like, oh, okay. I guess, it's my turn now. She'll go and sit.
Okay. Roll me your...
Her perception
check.
is a 4. We're gonna die.
Not necessarily. Just because you don't see anything doesn't mean we get attacked.
I just get hurt.
Zugink goes and at one point gets up and kind of stretches a little bit and is looking around and kind of a little bit grumpy, haven't been woken up, and goes and flumps down and sat very hard on a rock. It's and tosses the rock aside, takes 1 point to piercing damage.
Holy shit, what? Really?
1. Yep.
Oh god.
This is a very horny rock.
Oh god.
It's like stepping on Lego. Or sitting on Lego, I guess. But yeah, just 1 point of damage and it's gone.
The air got caught between a rock and a hard place.
Oh.
But the watch comes and goes without much issue. And how's...
Theo is actually just gonna wake up and he's just gonna go and he's just gonna be like, Zugink, I've been awake for 2 hours. You should just go back to sleep.
Zugink kind of nods and...
No, gets up, nods, and just goes back to sleep. And then I'm just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna be like, I don't know what happened with my life suddenly, doing things. And suddenly I have a child. And then, you think, oh, yes, it's a child. Oh, you do yourself right and you do that's for him. Then all of a sudden that child starts talking back to you. Where did he learn that? Where did he learn that face? He didn't learn that face from me. No, that's definitely not my face. Who's being a negative influence? Maybe Zugink. Oh, maybe that dwarf. Oh. Note to self, Kay isn't allowed to hang out in taverns with Zugink and her friends anymore.
Just non-stop ramble the whole time. I love it.
Where did I go wrong with this kid?
Okay, roll me your perception check. Up in the counter.
Up the counter. Up the
That's for
counter.
4.
We've had worse.
You've had
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
I've had worse.
Yeah.
In a session.
Yep.
Do I have to roll for severity now?
Nope. Not for that.
Okay.
You're too busy pondering your
I'm
life.
too busy.
Yeah, you're too busy pondering where you went wrong with
Like
Kay.
how fast this boy has grown up. You've known him for
Like-
what, a month?
Less than.
Oh, it's like
3
2
weeks?
weeks. 3 weeks. Not even.
Started with a babe that was so
He was
innocent.
Sweet summer
and
child.
Sweet summer child. Yeah, sweet summer child. And then, who just didn't know what fences were.
And now he's lecturing me to go to bed all
Now
the
he's telling me to
time.
go to bed? Oh. So what's next? An old folks' home? What is this?
Can't put Theo in a home.
No, he can't.
Those will sass us.
But we can visit one.
It's a one. Oh no.
So your watch does come and go, and like you're kind of sitting there and just like rambling on and on and on in your head, and then the next thing you know, you've got like Annah there like tapping you on the shoulder,
Oh, what are you doing up?
and it's been like 3 hours.
Good morning, I think. I don't actually know how to tell time down here.
Oh.
Kay is ripping open one of his rations, sitting right up, going.
Hi.
How long have you been awake?
About an hour.
Long enough to know that you are having an existential crisis. And if you want to talk about it, I'm here for you.
Please forget everything you heard.
Okay.
Forget everything.
Thank you.
Know what makes me feel better? Pocket spiders. Would you like some pocket spiders?
No.
Okay.
Kay immediately goes. Pocket spiders are never okay.
I can think of at least 2 occasions where they're okay.
Never in a dark cave underground.
Anna, how long have you been carrying pocket spiders?
Since I was like 5?
You've just had spiders in your pocket this
Kay
whole
is
time?
immediately going to start packing up and in preparation to get the fuck away from pocket spiders. It's a terrible idea. He wants to run away from this conversation. But instead, what he does do is he packs his stuff up and then goes to see if the traps have been set off, and if not,
Neither trap was set off.
Okay, I'll try.
deactivate them
What kind of spiders?
so that he doesn't set them off.
Little brown house spiders. They're fine.
Okay, for a second I was imagining like a tarantula.
No, they're just little guys.
Because has Kay has set off one of these traps? Has he not?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Kay has
showed you
fond
before.
memories of his foot being stuck in a bear trap. Pretty sure it was my foot that was stuck in a bear trap.
Not in this life.
Fond
Wow.
memories.
I have memories of having been caught in a bear trap, and it was very unpleasant.
So you like deactivate it with a stick, like a long stick? Or are you comfortable deactivating
Oh,
it?
I'm comfortable deactivating it. It's when I notice that there's a bear trap. It's perfectly fine. It's when
Yeah.
you
It
notice.
was a shy surprise.
Ah, yes. Yes. That stare in his eyes.
But you can do jujitsu.
Anyways,
That's another campaign.
all together.
So as you've gone, you helped Zugink set off the bear traps, and now that you've had some time to rest and recover and tend to your wounds and all of that,
Long rests.
Long
yep,
rest.
everyone hit that long rest button.
Spells back.
You get your spells back, your slugs back, your wasps back.
Confirm. Yay.
Wait for website to load.
Yay.
Continually wait for website to load.
So
If
beautiful.
you hit the refresh button.
Everything is fine.
But as you're now getting up and like looking about the camp and getting ready to head out, you notice some things you hadn't necessarily noticed before. Off towards the one side of the camp, you can actually, like as you're getting ready to head out, you can see that there are some large splatters of blood just around the corner from where the camp is.
Are they dried blood?
The blood is dried.
Well, on the walls, eh?
Pardon?
On the walls?
On the walls, on the floor.
Is it spattering like, jump, or
Is it would like... Dexter find it useful, or is it just more pooled?
There's some pools. There's some splattered against the walls. And Kay, give me a survival check.
It's a 13.
13. You very quickly find that it's like you can see where it looks like something had been dragged along from this blood and being dragged away from this area.
Hey guys, I have a question.
Yes, Kay?
How adventurous is everybody feeling this morning?
That's a loaded question.
That's a very loaded question, considering we're down in a cave with giant
Speaking
things.
Of giant things, there's a very conveniently placed bloody trail we could follow.
Does it follow the footprints?
It does.
Oh, well, it looks like we're going there whether we like it or not. This is our life now. Let's follow the blood.
Kay swings its back.
I reach out and I cast a light on Anna's staff.
And I have my orb of glowy glow. I'm swinging on my backpack and I'm like, and away we go.
So, looking down at the, as you're going, you end up, the roof of the tunnel kind of dips down a little bit. The floor is still low, but both Kay and Zugink kind of have to duck in to move through this area. And yeah, there's the splatters of blood on the floor and the drag path on the ground. And as you're like going through them, once again, Zugink and Kay are having to duck through this area. The tunnel splits off. To the left, it goes down this very steep slope. And it looks like the dragging pattern went that direction.
Question.
Yes.
Can you slide down it?
Rolls a die.
Ish. And to the right, those with the lights and the dark vision that people have, you can see further down, it looks like the tunnel was collapsed. And
so we're going down
more recently than...
With dynamite.
Okay, so for those of you who don't see
Zugink has dark vision.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Zugink,
The people who have the hardest time seeing
are me
without
and Anna.
progressing forward would be you and Anna.
Oh.
Cool.
And because your lights give you 40 feet, 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim.
Cool. So that was not an option. So I guess we're following the blood.
Oh joy. Oh goody.
Who is
I'm
surprised?
so excited. Going down this hallway towards the blood.
I wouldn't really call this a hallway at this point.
Tunnel.
I'm like walking in squats.
I can dream. I can use a mental image to make this better. It's a hallway, not a dark tunnel where we're possibly going to die and no one will find us.
Cool. Well, I mean, already,
Well, they'll
Kay
find
is
us.
going to lead the way down this
Very steep.
very steep, but not so steep enough that I can properly slide down it.
It's steep enough that it's not that it's like shallow enough that you can't slide down it. It's too steep for you to reasonably slide down it.
Oh, so it's like literally almost a free fall.
Almost, yes.
holy crap.
Yes!
And standing at the top, you see that it's probably about 30 feet down.
So, pitting out, bam!
Okay. So you're hammering in a pit at the top?
I am.
Okay.
We do have some rope left.
Oh, I'm...
from-
Yes.
Yes.
Not all the rope has been ruined.
No, not all the rope has been ruined.
Whoopsies.
Why are you saying whoopsies?
Didn't I ruin some rope?
You didn't remember.
I'm having
that
more
was-
video flashbacks.
Yeah.
Having more video
That was-
flashbacks.
Zugink also cut her rope.
Yeah.
Zugink cut her rope, and then also when Kevin was freed,
Yes, right. It was
just cut up the...
that's player error.
Yeah, cool beans.
To be fair, I don't think Theo would have gone out and check on Kevin anyways.
No, Theo would not have gone and checked out on the goblin.
It was a kobold.
Or kobold.
It doesn't matter.
It's a little
gone
dragon
now.
thingy. It's gone now. Yeah.
And what's important is that Kay is going to use whatever's left of our rope because I'm
50
pretty
feet.
perfect.
At least one person still has 50-foot rope.
Yep.
Tie it to the pitten at the top of the slide, which is not really a slide.
I hand Kay a second pitten because it's been very unstable in this place. And we should make sure this
I
is
have many.
We should make sure it's properly anchored
And that we can get out.
and
in
that
a
we
hurry.
can get out.
Yeah.
Maybe
Sure.
pitting it down the way?
Okay. Take the things. I'm gonna go down.
So you've hammered in a couple pins at the top then, or?
I've hammered one pin in at the top. I've given them slack to secure the line farther up just in case. And then I'm going to add another pin about halfway down.
Okay.
So that it's secured just in case something happens.
Okay.
I also have 10.
Reasonable?
Yes, that's reasonable.
Because we purchased many of these for this
Yes, you
exact
did.
reason.
That you did.
And, I mean, Kay's gonna properly secure himself to a rope. Or at least have it so that the rope is wrapped around his waist so he's, like, rappelling down.
Okay.
And not so much as that he lets go and immediately starts a free fall.
Okay. Give me a athletics check with advantage because you are tied off, or because you are holding onto the rope and pinned off the top.
Well, that's
that a
awfully...
one?
No. It's a 13.
13? Okay.
Be happy for the advantage.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
That's what I'm telling everyone right now.
So you get about halfway down, you hammer another pin into the wall and keep letting yourself down. You get to the bottom and you look up and you've got the one beaten about halfway up and another one up at the top, and then they've got some slack at the top they want to pit in another one.
And I turn around and shine light forward. What do I see?
So, from the looks of it, you're in an old mining camp. Decades old by the looks of it.
Ooh.
There is a large minecart similar to what the hauler had been dragging along that you guys got to ride on. That is overturned. Not completely overturned. It's been like knocked onto its side.
Yeah.
And rocks spilled out from it. Part of the roof above it has collapsed down onto it, kind of pinning it in place as well. There are numerous holes in the wall ceilings in this area. And there is a large metal, like a sea can, that is packed up against one wall. Some rocks have fallen down on top of it.
But does it seem to be keeping its shape reasonably well? Or...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's keeping its shape. The rocks haven't crushed it, but it doesn't look
severely dented it. At least
the likelihood of it ever being able to be moved is unlikely.
it's going nowhere, but you could probably open up and see what's inside.
Potentially, yes.
Cool. I was going to say Kay was going to yell up, but that seems like an incredibly terrible idea in a cave. So Kay is going to...
Anna was lucky when she yelled the first time.
Did you roll to see if anything heard?
To see if anything hurt or if anything fell.
Oh.
The thing is that, yeah, Kay is immediately like, well, this don't seem safe. What's the meme? I'm in danger. Which is like the...
I'm in
danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Anyways, Kay is going to do a precursory sweep of the camp space while everyone else is climbing down.
Okay.
To make sure that there isn't anything that screams death.
Okay.
Like any, like...
Griffiths.
We're in a... Yeah, we're in a mine that's collapsing. There's a lot of death. But, like, screams immediate danger to me or potentially the party members so I can let them know about it.
So give me a perception check. You don't know. You're kind of...
I'm enamored by the fact that there was an encampment here, and I'm just trying to figure out what the lives of everyone else's days were instead of actually doing what I set up to do.
Yep, pretty much.
Perfect.
You get distracted with, ooh, that thing kind of shiny. So I need athletics checks from everyone for climbing down with advantage.
Advantage.
With advantage.
Are you putting another Pete at the top?
Yes, I'm putting another Peyton at the top.
Okay.
So Zugink athletics.
Yeah.
Zugink rolled a 15.
Damn.
And Theo rolls.
Thank God that advantage.
Yeah, thank God that advantage.
Said everyone in the party.
Theo rolled a 10.
10.
And what order are we going down?
10s across the board.
Theo's going last.
So probably... Actually, we'll just go with the order of who gave me the numbers. So Zugink, Anna, and then Theo.
Yeah.
Gotta be kidding.
Give me a reaction... or give me a dexterity save from Zugink.
Oh, okay. From Zugink.
Is that a 1?
That's a 5.
Okay, and give me a second one.
Oh.
Oh, that's going to jail.
Well, yeah, because there's two people
arms?
that are probably about to fall.
No.
A 5.
How do you like it?
Zugink, this is your fault. You're not here to roll your beautiful metal dice.
I even rolled my purple die for Zugink.
So,
We miss you, friends. Please come back.
Zugink, how dare you not be here to roll your own die?
I rolled my other 2 die and they both rolled 12 at the same time, you assholes.
So, Zugink gets to the bottom and is just stepping away, and then hears the as Anna's is stepping in, doesn't quite get a good grip on the other side of the rope as it's passing the feet, and is let go, and kind of jerks and falls, and Zugink turns around and just as Anna goes whoop, right between the arms, as you hit the ground. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
10 points.
You fell almost. You fell like 20 feet.
Okay.
And
you got,
I blame
when
gravity.
we get back to the city, you guys are going to need to learn how to climb.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
defy gravity. Maybe surfboard on a feather. I don't know.
I lived in the
But-
mountains.
If only I had Featherfall.
Terrible.
and Anna's kind of gets out of the way, and then Theo's I'm not gonna do that, and starts climbing down, and then at the same point misses the crab and just tumbles back, and once again Zugi's I got you. Right in between
I like
the
to think
arms.
it's why are you bad
at catching people?
Wait, sorry, do I take more damage?
No, you'd kind of gotten up and
You
walked
moved-
away.
moved
You got up
down
and
the
moved.
And then Theo started climbing down, and then
Let me guess, that's 10 points of damage?
Thank God we decided
you
to
take-
climb one at
yes,
a
10.
time.
I
and
took
not
10?
all three of you climbing
Like monkeys
in
in order,
quick
yeah.
This
succession.
morning I started at 14 HP. Now I'm down to 4.
No, we're not doing so.
We're not doing so well today.
I should be at 9, not 7.
Kay is enamored by
You just
an
hear
old mining.
I'm just gonna
you
lie
lie
down.
down, and then you hear the thump, and you're just and then you hear the hum, and you're
I hurt.
Theo, why are you being weird?
I hurt.
Is this appropriate behavior in a cave?
Cure wounds.
so
Slugworth!
so we got a slug and another cure
Slug
wound. So how much do you heal for?
Slugworth!
Hang on.
I rolled a 2 on my...
But it's
Severity.
not a one.
Yay! I healed for max, which is 10.
That's exciting!
You heal back all your health.
I healed
Now
back.
do you roll a 1?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
No!
I really don't want us to wild surge in this mine.
I think it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I don't want it either. Apply changes.
I want to be abundantly away from everyone when that happens.
So what if it's a good thing?
I only have 2 spell slots.
I'm willing to bet,
Same here.
Yeah.
unless
two
you
spell
ordered
slots.
everything
Welcome
like
to-
good, neutral, bad,
bad
good,
thing
neutral,
is
bad, good, neutral,
As
bad,
a warlock,
which
I
you
will
didn't.
continue to
I
just
did
have
not.
2 spell slots.
Going to say
My
going
life
to
is
err
cantrips.
in the face of not wanting wild surge to happen.
Now, the way it's ordered is basically everything in the bottom, like 25 is this stuff sucks. The stuff in the top 25 is this stuff's good, and the stuff in the middle, like 50-ish, is like
This stuff's weird.
This stuff's weird. Things like
I grew bunny ears.
things like that, or all of your hair grows out or falls out, and then immediately you grows over the course of the next 10 minutes
Weird.
to its previous length.
Wait, what would happen with Anna?
She
You
would
don't
grow.
know.
She would grow hair. She would grow hair for the next 10 minutes, and then immediately lose it all, because it returns to its original.
Get it all!
And so, as you're now all at the bottom of this area, you can look around. You can see the mining camp.
Hey, cool. Anna wants to look for blood where the trail goes.
And Kay wants to investigate the sea can.
Okay, roll for blood.
That's 19 for blood.
19 for blood. So you follow the trail of where this dragging blood had gone to.
Dragon blood.
Dragging
I know,
blood.
I know.
And
dragon blood, I got
you
terrified.
find a skeleton that has been mostly picked clean.
But recently picked clean.
Yes, there are still shreds of flesh on this skeleton.
Gee.
Maybe check how big the skeleton is.
Yeah, does it look
It's
dwarven?
dwarven size.
It's dwarven size.
What did you find?
Maybe Glenn.
Maybe Glim, maybe Barkus, maybe Fornus. I don't know.
I come over.
I'm gonna go with Glenn.
I told you these dwarves were dead. I told you. They were dead. Definitely dead.
Well, is there an
I want to check for rings.
None
or
of us grabbed
tokens.
Glenn's
Yeah.
pickaxe for identification, did we?
No, I didn't grab it. No.
Cool. Well, here's something.
Do we need it?
Well, I mean,
We
if
can-
this is Glenn.
it up on
Would it react?
Would the pickaxe help you
I was like,
identify
I
a
don't think it
skeleton?
would.
No, but like as proof.
Oh,
to-
of finding.
Yeah.
of finding
Yeah.
remains because
Oh,
I can't.
sure.
Because we could bring up a bunch of skeletons and be like, "Yo, we found some dead people," but I don't know how valuable. Anyways,
Yeah, we're dumb. Are there any rings or things on him? I know his flesh has been picked clean, but is there stuff of his that I could take?
There is there's scraps of clothes, and odds or evens.
Odds.
You do manage to find a small necklace that is kind of been torn off and is a few feet from the body.
We're taking the necklace, putting it in my pouch for later.
Okay. Yeah, it's a silver necklace.
In the chalk, sad face above the skeleton.
Yeah.
That's a
Tear.
tear.
Yeah. So that's one of 4 dwarves.
Well,
Where
there's
are the other 3?
there aren't steps in this path, correct?
Pardon?
Because the steps went to the right, and that was caved in, and we went down and followed the trail of blood. Or was there steps down here?
Give me a survival check.
Jeez.
18.
18. You do find more footsteps down here. Looking at the footsteps, some lead over to the sea can. Some look like they're coming out of the sea can and heading down this fair bit larger tunnel into the darkness.
Cool. Well,
I'm gonna.
back to Kay's original plan of going towards the sea can.
I'd actually like to look up at the holes. Do they look like holes that
These look like Kruthic holes.
Okay, yeah. Cool. That's what I thought.
Into here.
Into here.
Okay. Hey, do you think that that guy that was signing us in knew why Forsig was closed off and dangerous?
Well, they said it was because it was unstable, but I'm starting to think now it's because of these damn cruise.
Do you think maybe they're holding out on us?
I think so. I think that's a safe assumption.
Just
a little bit.
Or maybe the Kruthic holes that are being dug or that can't be seen are making everything unstable, because if you have a cave here and a cave here and a little bit of tiny space, you fall into a giant hole.
That is very reasonable.
That was not me that fell in. Well, actually, we all fell at the same time. Never mind.
Reasonable assumption. But I want to be mad at someone.
I feel like I should be mad. I want to be mad. Well,
Be mad at them.
To be fair, when we said, "Hey, we're possibly going to Forsyth," they were like, "Nobody go." Theo like gets up and like brings his hair forward and does like ties it together, does like a beard. Nobody goes into Forsyth. Nobody. My hair's white too, so it's a pretty convincing old man beard.
All right.
Take a little scrap and make a mustache along with it.
I think Zugink would also be interested in the sea can.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head over to the sea can. There is one heavy metal door on the sea can that is currently closed. It's on the side of the sea can, so it's not like the end open up sea can, but there's an actual doorway on one side.
Cool.
Going up and grabbing and pulling on that, it is locked. And once you are closer up, you can also see claw marks, not penetrating the sea can itself, but definitely scraping against the outside of this sea can.
Oh, no. Well, that's ominous.
Oh, this might be their grave.
You think?
I think they locked themselves in to get away from the thick Kruthics.
There's more steps leading away.
With steps? With footy prints?
Okay, can you pick this lock?
Gonna figure out.
I was trying to stay optimistic, but I think you're right. I think they're dead.
You know,
What kind of lock do we have on this? Is it just like padlock? Do we see a lock?
You don't see a lock on the outside.
Oh, we gotta brute force it.
Zugink's like, someone say brute force.
Yeah, Zugink goes in. Can Zugink force the door open?
What's Zugink gonna do trying to force the door open?
She's gonna try, and it's metal,
Kay
right?
Yeah.
The moment Zugink comes up to the brute force idea, Kay is going to immediately go to the larger cave entrance and start investigating that to be very far away from the obviously collapsing tunnel that's falling onto the top of the sea can, because he's afraid, and also because if Zugink does something dumb and hurts herself, he doesn't have to lose an arm.
Oh, hey, look, there's a collapsing thing onto the suit cave. Theo reaches forward and goes, maybe let's not brute force the thing that could possibly...
Kay is just like, nope!
Bye. Sorry, Zelkanea. Making bad choices on your behalf.
Yeah. Can we... So there's no door on the there's no lock on the outside.
Correct.
How can we get in here?
Anna's gonna knock. Hello, are you alive in there?
You go... And...
Actually, the no, we're all dead response.
After a couple seconds, you hear a little bit of movement inside, and there's this little slit on the door, and you see it slide open on the inside, and you see this pair of eyes kind of peering out at you.
I jump
I
back.
lift up my staff.
Who are you?
I told you we should knock.
Are you Forbus? No, Barkus? Whatever.
Just mashing all the names together.
Yeah.
Are you the Forgus?
Yeah.
I'm Glim.
You're Glim.
I thought you were dead. I really did.
We both thought you were
I
dead.
thought that was your skeleton.
Glim, we were sent down. We are a group of adventurers. We were sent down by Ragnashir. We've come to find you.
How did you know we were here?
We didn't.
We, with a little bit of luck, blind, dumb luck, and a very good tracker.
Kay responds to the dumb luck part with being, "Excuse you, an excellent tracker."
And as you guys are, you like he's kind of looking out. He's like, but how did you get here?
We found your invisible hole, we found your illusioned hole in the closed off cave.
And you just hear that kind of.
Also, we followed your footprints all the way down here.
And your blood.
And then your blood.
Wasn't my blood.
Fought some crazy looking beasts that, you know. Yes. Very, lots of toothy. And then we fell down a couple holes. Oh, and we stumbled through gas.
Yeah, the gas pockets, they're kind of nasty down here.
They're very, yes.
Hey, is Verdan and Barkus in there?
One is sort of in here.
Oh.
Is everybody else dead?
Well, not everyone is dead.
Well, you're
besides
obviously
you.
And he's like, and you hear this like scraping of metal on the inside and the chunk as the door unlocks and it kind of pushes it open a little bit. And you see this dwarf. He's got his one arm in like a sling.
Oh.
How's it smell?
It doesn't smell bad, but his arm is. You figure it's probably broken.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take out my medical kit. First off, is there anybody else in there?
Yeah, I want to go in.
Are you going into the?
I will go in.
Go into the sea.
As you enter the sea can, as you do, he grabs the door and pulls it closed behind you, and your light is now illuminating the inside of the sea can, and you can see, and so is your staff. On the far side of the sea can, there is a cloth draped over a body.
Who is this one?
That was Barkus.
Oh.
And the one out there was
Verdan. He got attacked by the scampers when they were in camp, and
we counted. I apologize for cutting you off, but we counted 4 sets of footprints. Who else was down here with you?
Is that Faceless Joe?
No, it was not Faceless Joe. Bravik is the one who guided us here.
Bravik, you say? Did we hear of a Bravik?
No, we didn't. What's his story?
Who's Bravik?
Is he part of your crew?
Yeah, he was a miner that he worked here back before they closed this mine.
Did he know about the scampers? I'm guessing not.
Not that he mentioned.
No one mentioned a Bravik, and everyone seemed to think that 3 of you, Barkus, Verdan, and yourself, were really tight knit. There was no 4th.
Well, we were all good friends. We'd graduated together, and when we were working for Ragnashir, he had hired us, and we were in the tavern one evening, and Bravik had come up to us, and he was saying that we were like back before they had closed this mine. He and his brother, they had been down here quite often, and he knew of a vein that they had just tapped into not even a day or 2 before they closed the mine.
So it was his stupid idea.
And so he was wondering if we'd be interested in joining him and go and getting some of the silver.
I kind of lean on my knees so that I'm like a little bit eye to eye. I know you're very young, but what part of the mine has been closed off because it's dangerous didn't sink in?
Well, he said that he had been in the mines before. He even had some silver with him that he said he had brought back. So we figured he must have known the way.
Also, there was a brother?
Yeah, his brother, unfortunately, he said died back shortly after they had closed the mine.
Oh.
You are very fortunate to be alive, because I'm guessing the story is
that.
You were in that camp and then the scampers came, didn't they?
Yes.
And you probably survived because you took a pickaxe and swung at them, didn't you?
Yes, I killed one of them.
Very good.
Where's the body?
I'm guessing Bravik was dragged more further in, wasn't he?
He got hit, he went down, and we tried to pull him away. But the one route was collapsed, and we only had one way we could go. There was too many of them coming in after us.
So Bravik got pulled in immediately. He's probably dead.
Yeah.
Just straight up,
well,
he's...
Well, no, Bravik was with us.
Yeah.
Barkus was the one who got
Yep.
hit, and we pulled him
Barkus
along.
got pulled, dragged, and eaten.
No,
Yeah.
we pulled Barkus, trying to get him away from there. When they attacked me, we were trying to get him out. He was still alive when we first descended into the tunnel, but too many of them followed in, and we had to leave him.
Okay, so just gonna ask the dumb question. Out of all the dumb questions that we could be having right now, where's Bravik?
Yeah.
Bravik is looking for a way out.
Did he go into the big tunnel?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, then. Well...
And while you are sitting there... Pardon?
Fuck a duck.
yeah.
Carry on.
Fuck all kinds of duck.
Fuck all kinds of duck.
Everyone.
Wild.
As you are sitting there chatting with him, you suddenly hear shouting coming from outside of the sea can. And
That's a very bad idea.
door swings open, and a dwarf barrels in. He turns and grabs on the handle and tries to yank it shut.
I'm gonna help him.
And as he does, one of the large Kruth claws a couple of the Kruth claws get in, and they're trying to pry the door open.
I'm trying to help him.
Zugink takes her glaive immediately and chops it off.
Roll me an attack roll. Give me a strength check.
Ah, no,
God,
the
I'm
thing
terrible
just
at those.
turned off.
Oh, I hope I... Oh, damn.
Also, can Theo assist for closing the door?
Yep.
Does an
Okay.
18 help?
18 does help.
Oh, yeah, that's an 18 plus 5.
Okay. And so that was 18 plus 5 for Zugink's attack? Or
Yeah,
is that
for
your...
Zugink's attack with her glaive.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll damage?
Yep,
Please
give me
don't
damage.
hit Annah.
We're gonna roll this. We're gonna go roll this mother effer. She does. As soon as I get back to my actions and my attack actions, she does 8 damage.
8 damage?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna roll for Theo's strength, who doesn't have strength.
Yeah.
But he's still gonna attempt.
Negative.
I love how Kay is casually up against a wall with his bow, doing the thing that Theo would normally be doing, which is disapprovingly look at the group because he thinks they're a bunch of idiots.
Theo rolls a 10 to help close the door.
Okay. And Anna, what did you roll for your strength?
It ended up being an 18 with the -1.
Okay. So...
So I'm like,
Yeah, well, it's a pull. I hope you're not pushing on the door because it's a pull door.
Oh god! Oh god!
You're like, I'm helping! I'm helping!
that's if I roll the 1.
But as you're pulling it kind of pins the two arms in place.
Yeah.
And then Zugink brings the
Yeah.
glaive down and does lop off both of the legs, and that door slams shut. And immediately the other door just grabs the thing, cranks, or turns the crank, and you hear that chunk as the locks on the door latch into place. And you can hear just these footsteps, clattering all around on the outside, and scraping against the door and the wall of this sea can.
How many of them are out there?
Oh,
so you must be Bravik. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
Is
Wish
it?
it under better circumstances.
Theioryn, we were sent down to Theioryn, Annah, Zugink, Kay. We were sent down here by one
Is now the time
Ragnashir.
is now really the time for introduction.
And I'm gonna
not really getting in here.
Well, we might as well learn what to call each other, since we're probably going to need each other to get out of here. We were sent down here by Ragnashir. How many are out there?
More than I'd like.
Oh, what's more
Less
than you
than there
like?
could be.
What's less than there could be? So
Less than there could be, more than I'd like.
12? 20?
I'd wager closer to the 20 mark.
20 of them. Excellent. Excellent. How long do they lose interest?
Takes some, probably the better part of a day.
Oh, good. We're stuck in here for a day.
How good is the sea can against dynamite?
How good is
Do you have dynamite?
Of course we have dynamite.
your dynamite.
We were
How the hell did
following
you
you.
get dynamite?
You guys left it, I presume.
It was in a satchel.
Oh.
Someone had dynamite.
Oh, thank goodness someone found the satchel.
Zugink!
Wait, Zugink's in there with us, right?
Yes, Zugink's in there. Everybody was in there.
After
Right.
you go
Lots of
outside to
pig off.
be eaten.
Yeah. No,
Walked off the legs. I just had a moment of like,
Zugink's in there with us.
The way you just Sparta kicked Zugink out. It's like, that will keep you busy.
this is the sea can!
While everyone's panicking, Kay's gonna reach into his bag, pull out some rations, and start snacking.
Kay, are you eating while we're potentially in a life or death situation?
Do you have anything else better to do?
Do you know something we don't?
No.
Alright. Well, I like your attitude.
Shift Miss 5 says, Hi papaya, everyone. Yes, I called everyone papaya. Stay fruity.
We're pretty fruity.
We are. This is the party full of fruits.
Pretty fruity. So,
What fruit are we?
Papaya.
You're a papaya now.
Are we all papaya though?
yes.
I feel Kay's more of a kiwi.
He's just a little kiwi. He's brown on the outside, but he's beautiful green on the inside.
I don't know where we're going with that.
So, as, Bravik is looking at you, he's like, well, the sea cans are, they're made to hold up pretty well.
Were they built
In most cases, they can be collapsed on and still hold up. Maybe just harder to move them afterwards, but...
I have a question. Our lovely little, our first friend over here with the broken arm, Glim, told us that you've been down here before. Are the Scampers a new addition?
Yeah, I'd say so. Back when we closed the mine, it's... The tunnels were unstable. We wanted to investigate, find out why, but they decided that closing the mines was the better bet rather than... there was a cave-in, a bunch of dwarves got trapped. We managed to get them out.
We found his arm.
I don't think so. At least not from the collapse that we dealt with. Because there's about a dozen dwarves that got trapped and buried in here. We got them out, and it was a day or two after we got them out that they closed down this mine for good.
Did you ever consider that maybe the mines collapsing were because other creatures were possibly tunneling below you? Or above you?
Considering what we ran into, definitely possible.
Alright then, so now we're in survival mode. We need to somehow get out of here. I'm a little, how big is the dynamite? First, do you think the outside could withhold a blast of dynamite?
Glim and Bravik, or whoever answered, seemed to think so, right? Like, just get a good whip.
It'd hold, but how many sticks of dynamite do we still have?
I lean into the satchel on Zugink, and I give a count.
See how
3. 3 sticks of dynamite.
We have 3, so we're probably going to need 1 to close this mine off.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 2 sticks of dynamite.
Or we can close it with the magic rock. That seemed to work.
Yeah,
Just kidding. Dynamite. Just kidding.
now here's the thing. I don't know how... I don't really want to open the door.
No.
I'd not open that right now. I'd give the Kruthix a chance to lose interest and go on their way.
You locked it. Do they have, like, opposable thumbs to open it? Why'd you lock it?
The raptors from Jurassic Park.
Well, because if they can get their claws wedged into the ridge of that door, they
fair
can
enough.
pry it open.
Fair enough. Okay.
And worst case scenario, they don't have a way of opening the door, and now they have less of a way of opening the door.
Love it.
Don't mind him.
He's hungry.
He's just like this. Well then, I would surmise that our best bet because I really don't think I'm. We fought 4 and it hurt a lot. It hurt me a lot.
Didn't hurt as much as Kay, but yeah.
Yeah, it really didn't hurt as much as landing on Anna either.
I don't know if I want to fight 20 of them.
No, let's be quiet for a bit.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait it out.
Sure.
I'll take a nap.
In the meantime, I will go up to poor little Glim and I will heal him with one of my healing light. Heal his arm.
Okay.
And I hoping to help his. Actually, no, I won't heal him. I will take out my medical kit.
Okay.
And I will put some salve on his broken arm.
Okay. So you're doing a better job bandaging up than they did. Okay. Roll me a medicine check.
And there's medicine. I'm gonna use this die. I believe in you.
Oh, I didn't do so well. I rolled a 5. I put some salve on it.
You put some salve on it as you're like I should probably tie this nice and tight and no, just the salve, and he kind of tucks his arm back into the sling and just kind of holding it away from you.
Maybe I'll just pop a healing light anyway.
Good measure.
How long do you think we're gonna be in here? A long rest or a short rest?
Long.
Well,
He said 8 hours, so I have a feeling we're gonna be in here for a long time.
He said about a day until
Yeah.
we give up. So,
Yeah.
The better part of a day is what Krathus will usually,
and at this
if
point,
they feel their prey is trapped.
we are locked in a room
Yep.
for at least 8 hours.
Fuck it, I'm gonna pop a healing light and go to a trance later.
Okay.
I heal him for 5 HP.
Okay.
How's he looking?
His arm is still broken.
His arm is still broken.
Well, healing light doesn't mend all wounds.
No.
Does cure wounds mend all wounds?
Also no.
Cause he's getting a slug to the face. Alright, buddy?
To the face? Why the face?
Don't know, because I
Spike.
said it and I think I have to go with it now.
I put my hand on his shoulder and I go, I'm sorry for what's about to happen.
He's like, why? What are you talking about? As he looks over, he turns just in time. I was like,
Rub
what is it?
It's helping.
And he's trying to some of the slime got in his mouth. He turned Jesse is opening his mouth. He's like, what? And he's trying to spit out this slime.
It's uncomfortable, but it's best just not to fight it. It's just surrender. Just surrender. This is your life now.
Surrender to the slug. Doesn't it feel good?
No.
Oh, you feel better.
And he heals, if it matters, for 6 damage.
Okay. So you peel back.
You're healing people for damage again.
I mean, right.
I love it
I know,
so much.
English very well.
I get it.
You can't English, I can't math. Theo isn't an adult anymore. What is happening? This is what happens when we lose a mama bugbear all at once. The child is late to the party and the mom doesn't arrive at all. This is the chaos we create.
Which is good. I'm excited to see what you guys do with dynamite.
God. It's an idiot candle. I'm not allowed to have those, apparently.
Yes, but considering the disaster that everyone has been ensuing so far.
Yep.
So you're sitting there with Bravik and Barkus, or not Bravik, Glim and Barkus. Glim and Bravik. Barkus is dead.
Yeah. Those guys are dead.
Note. Barkus is dead. Stops using that one.
Mash them all together. That's what I do.
And he was as they're sitting every once in a while, Bravik will get up and they'll go and listen to the put his ear up against the edge of the can and kind of shake his head as he comes and sits back down. And with less panic going on, you notice that he's got a well-worn brown cloak wrapped around his shoulders. Hair kind of dark brown, somewhat matted, hangs down to about his shoulders. He's got thick leather gloves on, and fair bit a bit of a thicker leather apron type thing on that's cut just below his waist a little bit. and he's got a bag strapped on his back, and there's some visible gashes in like the leather apron that he's wearing, and his clothes are pretty beat up and worn too. But he's kind of slumped down against the one wall. And so how did you even get in here?
The tunnel.
We found your illusion rock, and then an excellent tracker tracked us here, led us to you through poisonous gas, falling down a hole twice, and fighting 4 of those creatures. We found your old camp too, by the way.
And that's where you got the dynamite.
That's where we found the dynamite, yes. And Glim's pickaxe, but we left it there.
He's just kind of like, oh.
Sorry.
But I imagine... So, right now, Glim said that you were looking for a way out. Did you find a way out, or did you just find trouble?
I think I found a way out, though it's not exactly what I'd call safe.
We have a way out.
Well, we could go back the other way, but there's a giant pit that's 15 feet across.
Yes, but we swing on the rope maybe. Put a rope up there. I just feel like I would rather traverse the pit than traverse whatever you brought back with you.
Well,
This is a democracy.
You're probably not gonna like my suggestion.
All right.
What's your suggestion?
So the way that I found it, the larger tunnel there should lead us to one of the ventilation shafts. From there, we can get back up to the main tunnel and get the hell out of here. The problem is, we'd have to sneak past the Kruthic Hive. Now, something that's big lying under here, and that's why so many of them ended up chasing me, is that many this close to Stoneforge probably a bit of a danger point.
Oh no, we're gonna have to use the dynamite on the acoustic nest, aren't we?
I think it'd probably be wise.
So this has turned from saving you to saving Stoneforge? Well, shit. This is great.
Potentially.
I just put in an application to become a dwarf. This is gonna help. I insist we do this plan.
You applied to be a
Or
dwarf?
something like that. Just...
And he's just looking at you really confused as to what the hell you're talking about.
I got it in my head that this is what it is, and this is what it is. Okay. I insist we help this city, even though it kind of sucks.
I have a question. How big are your ventilation shafts? Because we have a bugbear.
They're hefty. They could easily fit all of us standing side by side.
Side by side. Standing?
Standing.
Okay, good. That's a ventilation.
The bugbear should not have to worry about ducking.
Right,
also, the ventilation shafts go up.
Oh.
Climbing.
We're gonna have to climb our way.
Which, on the bright side, when we build them, we actually make sure that they can be utilized if needed. So it shouldn't be a difficult trek out through it.
So what you're saying is we're going to have to wait for these things to die down, sneak back out there with some of us who aren't really sneaky.
Looking at Zugink.
And then you want us to
Blow it all up.
No, stealth climb up a ventilation shaft
And
then
blow
blow
it
it all
all
up and not so stealthily climb the rest of the way out.
We'd have to be throwing the dynamite before we go up the shaft.
Oh.
And he kind of looks at you and he's basically like,
we're using
I
all
hate
3
this.
sticks of dynamite.
tunnel,
I hate you.
ventilation shaft.
I'm sorry.
I hate
So, wait.
you.
Tunnel. Where's their thing?
So if the Kruthic nest is here,
Uh-huh.
there's the tunnel that leads away from the nest.
Yes.
Which connects to the ventilation shaft going up.
Upwards. We have to sneak
Kay is thoroughly expecting to be involved in this plan, and he is not happy about it whatsoever because he's one of the better climbers.
Good!
And he knows very well that if they don't climb first,
My habits are rubbing off!
he is so unbelievably upset with this stupid old man dwarf.
The
And
idiot
he-
gets the idiot candle anyways.
And I end up with the dynamite sticks anyways.
Technically,
next
Zugink's
thing-
better at climbing than you are.
Actually, yeah, Zugink is actually pretty good. She's got a
but
plus 5.
But last I checked, Zugink was also terrified of climbing after that fall.
Yeah, that's right.
Trepidatious.
I think.
Climbing is not something that Zugink finds pleasurable at this current juncture.
Oh,
Hey,
well.
Bravik, what did you do that set them off? I assume you were sneaking and found the ventilation shaft. Did you sneeze, or are they just really perceptive?
I may have been trying to see how well I could actually get to trying to get all the way to the shaft to see actually if it was fully cleared, and was spotted by one of the bigger ones.
The bigger ones.
How
Oh.
much bigger
I'm
is
gonna
bigger?
die.
We're all gonna die.
No, you're not, because we're gonna clear it out together, and then y'all are gonna be like, whoop, bye. Let's leave the child with the bow and arrow to shoot the idiot sticks down a hole.
That's,
That's smart.
actually a good idea.
Yeah, I thought you were just gonna whip it with your arm.
You're digging, just sitting there, just like I'm digging myself a hole a little bit deeper.
But no, seriously, we could...
Uh-huh.
Oh, let me think here for a second. Because we can't...
We can't tie the dynamite to the arrows, can we? We can't do that.
Why not?
We might be able to do it, but I'm just wondering how well the arrow will fly.
Probably poorly, but that doesn't matter.
That's
200 feet of distance, even poorly, cut off maybe if at half efficiency, still 100 feet of distance.
That's true. How far is the
How far can you throw?
How far is the shaft from the nest?
Probably about a good 120 feet ish.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That's manageable.
we're gonna get shafted. I really, I still want to save this city, but man, I'm liking this plan less and less.
Okay, well,
Shafted? Really?
Kay is going to.
I like the delay on that.
Well, there's a moment where he had to just be like,
So while they're having a moment, Kay is going to take the idiot sticks and see if he can attach them to some of his arrows the most aerodynamically way possible without fucking with the wick.
I want to learn
he
how to
can
tinker
light
so
it,
we can make
shoot,
explosive
and let it
arrows.
go.
How many sticks are you trying to stick on a single?
One.
Just one stick of dynamite onto one arrow.
I'm not trying to. I'd rather take 3 shots and succeed for a few smaller explosions than try and have 1 shot and whiff it.
Okay, as Kate like nat 1 shoots dynamite, it just falls off backwards to the shaft.
Well, see, if I nat 1 it, hopefully at least one other person is there to be like, no, because I'm assuming Kay is going to immediately assume that the wicks on these dynamites are still long traditionally because you can, when you get a bundle, you have longer wicks, so you can cut them to be their correct size. This is Nathan talking, not Kay, because he doesn't know that. This is just a player assumption on dynamite.
The wicks that are on there are probably about
But it's not like 7-second grenade pull throw.
You've got about 10 seconds of wick
On each?
on each.
Perfect. So I just need to take 3 shots within 10 seconds of each other-ish.
Or light, shoot, light, shoot, light, shoot.
Yeah.
Run.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is my plan.
As opposed to light, light, light.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's not happening. But nonetheless, because Kay is thinking about if I make something go boom, things are gonna react.
Yeah.
So I have maybe 15-20 second window of I need to get the shots off and then get the fuck out of dodge.
If only I knew Fireball.
That wouldn't help us at all.
That's not true.
Wait,
Kay is very bitter right now because he has to put himself in the line of fire.
I enjoy that you're bitter.
Bravik,
Now you know how it feels to be me.
is there by any chance a pocket of gas from here to the way to the shaft? Like, is there any gas we could utilize?
Not that I noticed when I was going.
Ah, cricket legs. All right, that's okay.
I mean,
Would have been nice. I could have just sent my little friend down and boom, but no.
oh, would have made my life so much easier.
Yeah.
Little friend?
Don't
Is
worry
he's
about
looking at you like, what?
it. Just don't worry about it.
You trust us. You've already seen the slug. That's the nicest thing she's actually know. The thing that the little firebug is pretty adorable. But that's, that's the nicest thing. The less creepy things. We're still learning that she's carrying things that we don't like.
Kay immediately moves to the farthest point of the sea can possible as he sees Anna put her hands
It's
in
my
her
pocket.
pockets.
There are
You're now
spiders.
standing beside a dead body.
I do not care. A dead body is more pleasurable than pocket spider. Because at least the dead thing, currently at least, unless someone in this sea can raise the dead, is the least of my worries.
Oh, speaking of that, sorry, Kay, you're gonna want to move. I want to head to the dead body and be like, is there something we can bring his parents?
I'm absolutely bolting it.
Sorry.
Because
And
Anna,
as you start to run across, you just see Bravik kind of put his... Don't make a lot of noise.
Well,
The more noise you make, the longer they stay.
I'm gonna grab
I've
Kay.
got all of the time in the world,
And
old man.
I'm gonna grab Kay and I'm gonna sit him down and just be like, you know how I like to stare into space sometimes when I'm sleeping?
You don't sleep.
I don't sleep. Do that. Try it. Just give it a try.
Can I roll to try to do that to see how well it works?
Give me...
idea.
Mainly because I feel like this is one of those moments where I shouldn't decide what happens.
So you
I
sit...
shouldn't decide what happens. But...
High or low? No, I've rolled high or low.
Well,
You sit down and just staring at the wall of the sea can, and after a little bit you just getting antsy, and then for whatever reason you feel like it feels like something's crawling across your shoulder, and you mean and there's nothing there because your brain is currently just fixated on spiders. Needless to say, the meditation does not go well. And lasts maybe 5 minutes before you're getting up. Nope.
Kay starts fidgeting with the rock in his pocket.
Yep, that's a good way.
Anna would like to pull back, cover tactfully, and see if there's a ring or a necklace or something that could be returned to the parents.
You do find a ring
Yoink.
that has a wider top, and it has a clan symbol engraved on it.
I put it in my pouch with the necklace.
Okay.
I'm gonna cover him back up, I'll pat his head, and a sad face with a tear on the sea can wall.
Yep. Well, I sit down beside Kay, and every once in a while when he starts fidgeting, I just put my hand to still, and then I sit it away, and if he starts fidgeting, I put my hand to still, and I go, well, let's start the waiting game.
I'm really happy that I didn't have to roll right there. Because I literally just almost dropped. I dropped a dice into my lap. I I feel like this is not a... Kay is like seething with existential rage right now because
he just learned of pocket spiders.
Yeah.
There's pocket spiders. There's really large, not so pocket spider things.
There's also 2 more limbs inside the sea can if you want them.
You know what? Kay is going to take them, and he is going to secure them. He's going to secure. Yes, I'm going to secure them all to my back because I don't know what we're going to do with them yet.
Lovely.
But
we can always show them to
eat them.
Or I could sell them.
Or sell them's good.
Because y'all
everyone's fucking broke.
Yeah,
y'all are poor except for Zugink, who's
I
like to think she's
Kay mutters.
Just making it rain.
Kay mutters the word for greedy in Fae because he can't think. He doesn't know of greed. He doesn't know what the word is.
Yeah.
So he says the word in Fae. Just Zugink is. Bleh.
Yeah.
I don't know what that word is you just said. But
Anna's gonna sleep until...
So the group is... Yeah, the group can take a long rest.
yeah,
I need
long
spell
rest.
slots.
Yeah.
Long rest.
So the group rests up. So you all have your spells back. And as people are like waking up, like you see Bravik, he goes over to the edge and he's kind of listening against the wall. And he goes and he slowly turns that crank.
Kay being awake, because Kay's been he didn't need to fully rest. He was resting, but wasn't fully rested. Now that he's opening it, he's going to prepare one of the regular arrows and watch the door open, just in case there is something that needs to be shot.
Okay. As he finishes cranking the door and pushes it open just a little bit, you watch the body of a Kruthic fall to the ground. Minus front legs.
I just lean into Zugink.
It's currently not moving.
Yeah, I just lean into Zugink and I go, "Good job."
The bits of its arms or limbs are just like pinned inside the door frame, so it's just stuck there, unable to do anything.
Yeah.
But it's dead on the ground, and Bravik peeks his head out and looks around, and he closes the door. It's like, no note there. Are we set?
We need to go as silently as we can. Glim, how's your hand? Arm?
Still broken.
Excellent. Someone's gonna need to help Glim climb up, because I don't think he can do it one-armed.
I already have one job.
I already know you have one job. It might be you, Zugink.
I'll help.
I'm just picturing Annah trying to ride his back. He's just like,
Yeah.
We left your pickaxe up there. Would you feel more comfortable with the weapon?
I'm...
Or a pickaxe.
We're not going back to grab the pickaxe.
Kay has one.
Kay pulls out the pickaxe from his backside and is like...
You meant that pickaxe and not the one with his name engraved.
Why are old people so
You also
weird?
didn't tell
Excuse
Theo
me.
that you bought a pickaxe.
Yes, but it's been dangling from my backside.
But do you think Theo's spending that much time staring at your ass?
I
You didn't
mean,
fall on him.
I was the one leading
First
the
off,
party.
yes, first off, you're my son. No. Second off,
I think this is the first time you said it out loud. I mean, we've all been thinking it, but
You just admitted I'm your son. Yes, parent confirmed.
I'm gonna take out a dagger and I'm gonna give it to Bravik,
Perfect.
and I'm gonna give another dagger to Glim.
Okay.
Because I have these 2 daggers and I
mean, I have like 7 daggers. Why haven't I gotten rid of them yet? That's the question. We need to go sell shit when we get back to Stoneforge, aggressively speaking.
Must be very quiet.
Everyone be quiet.
Everybody roll for stealth immediately, just so we know what our baseline of terrible is.
Yeah.
It might be me. I'm not entirely sure.
I'm not very stealthy either.
I don't know which die to trust, to be honest.
I'm trusting my murder die. It's the only die that
Yeah.
has been reasonably unpleasant.
I haven't rolled the paper
I don't
yet.
think Zugink is... Oh no, Zugink's actually pretty stealthy.
Stealth. Oh god. It had to be Dex.
Yeah, stealth is Dex.
You know what? Murder dies for murdering. I don't know how I feel about trusting it. Let's take a fresh non-prison die into this.
Non-prison dice are usually a good idea for
For
potentially nasty things.
Would you roll?
18.
Okay.
Now is your stealth check, or
Yes.
Oh.
and what's your stealth check?
It's 4.
Oh.
Bro, this is right outside the sea.
So for Zugink,
This is a bad die.
it's a 23. And for
Theo?
Theo, it's an 8.
8.
Yeah.
And now for Glim.
We're gonna die. Hopefully it's an average.
Little bell curve there.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out.
Find out if it's a party check or if it's
Yeah.
an individual check.
I'm so small. I make small noise.
I make small noise.
Oh,
I'm supposed to be light-footed.
that moment when we're going through the stages of grief and we've reached bargaining.
So, you all also, Zugink has disadvantage if on stealth, I believe.
She
if
does?
She's
It says she's got a +4 on stealth.
But if she's
Is there
wearing
a D
armor-
beside it?
There is no D beside it.
I just want to pull up Zugink
Yeah.
for a moment here.
She actually, it's filled in.
Well, it just means that
Yeah.
that she has.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know it's one of her traits.
Chainmail equipment.
I think it's
disadvantage on stealth while wearing chainmail.
Oh, okay, what's the disadvantage? Oh no, she's got to roll
Disadvantage.
twice.
Unless she's not wearing her chainmail.
Do we want her to take off her chainmail? I actually don't want to have her take off her chainmail
No.
in case we get attacked. Well, that's still okay. She rolled an 18.
18 instead of her previous.
24. We got 23. Yeah.
Okay. So, the group gets together and starts sneaking along. Who's leading the way?
I mean,
Like Bravik's right in front, but then who's behind Bravik?
okay, me.
So Bravik, Kay.
I'm gonna go behind Kay. I'd kind of like to reach my hand back and have yours.
Anna has a thought after she kind of fumbles and is like, oh, I'm not really good at this. Anna's gonna list behind for a second, and Anna 7 it up, and wild shape into a panther, because I am far more stealthy as a panther.
Okay, so
far more stealthy is a very large cat.
You go and you.
Oh yes,
Your body
yes, you
turns
are.
and your body twists and contorts, and Glim, who is right behind you, is just kind of like wide-eyed, like what the?
Oh shit!
is
I
going
literally
on?
put my hand over Glim's mouth. I just be like, Druid, she's a Druid.
I thought
Just
everyone was in front of me.
calm down. It's fine.
So we're gonna use that.
It's
wild
magic.
shape.
It's fine.
I look over and
It's still Anna.
I do my best, meow, to try and console him.
It's fine.
And just more. Mow. So roll me yourself. That is Anna 7.
It's like a 20 modified.
Okay.
That's a. I mean, even your old number would have been okay at this point.
And so you were. Are you now in front of or behind Glim?
I want to be behind because
Okay.
I'm like dark like the night.
Okay, so we got Bravik, Kay,
rear.
Theo, Glim, Anna, or Zugink at the end.
Oh,
Let's put Zugink.
okay.
She's got a 1. She can. Yeah, let's put Zugink at the end.
Okay. So you're sneaking forward. Here we are. So as you're sneaking forward, you end up like you can see along the sides of these tunnels numerous holes bored through. Some of them have since collapsed in on themselves. Others are still fully open. And you slowly, every little bit, Zugin kind of has to stop to wait for the, to try and let the chainmail just settle a little bit and slowly progress forwards. It takes you the better part of an hour, just because you're going at a very slow pace to maintain, trying to be very careful, not make much noise at all.
Do you have dark vision as Anna 7?
Oh, that's a great question. No.
Okay.
Keen smell.
So you can follow your party based on the smell.
Yeah.
How is Kay seeing?
The same way Kay's been seeing you.
So you're
I
having,
see.
so you're
How
walking
is
along with the
Kay
light.
I think
No one told me to turn it off.
I think you should turn off the light, and I think you should just keep your hand on Bravik's back.
Which would be useful until the fact that I'm the one firing the
Yes,
dynamite.
when you fire the dynamite, we will turn on a light, or one of us will help you aim. But to not be detected, I think you should turn off that light.
The water out of
Takes half an hour for it to fade.
the
You can shove it in your backpack.
Put it in, shove it in my backpack.
Okay.
Then.
You shove it in your backpack, and the light, slowly over the course of half an hour will fade out.
I'm also every time he since I'm right behind him, every time he looks like he's gonna stumble or something, I just reach out and I course correct.
Okay.
And I just have my hands kind of back here and just helping to guide him.
Okay, and so you progress through, and you finally reach this. The tunnel opens up significantly, and you're looking around. You see this large chamber, holes bored into the walls, much like an ant's nest, and there's a orangish glow that emanates from within this chamber. And you can hear the clattering of these clawed Kruthic feet tapping against the stone as they're moving around. You can get a little bit of a glimpse in, and you see this one massive Kruthic laying eggs. And numerous smaller Kruthics skittering around, picking up these eggs and moving them away, stacking them in clusters. The eggs themselves are about the size of a football each.
I'm gonna lean forward into Kay's ear and go, "You should probably aim for the queen," and then, as a whisper.
Can I look up the ceiling and see how stable the ceiling looks? Because, Kay is thinking about how unstable this place is.
Oh yeah, that's actually a better idea.
And Kay figures the most efficient way to take care of, or at least delay our troubles, is to make everything fall on top of them. Incredibly more risky, but...
Roll me a perception check.
Reading numbers upside down does not equate to mental math.
16? So as you're looking in, you kind of chip over, and as you're leaning over, Bravik kind of grabs you and kind of pushes you back. But as you've been leaning over, you do manage to spot a little bit beyond the queen is a large stone pillar that rises up in the center reaches the ceiling and then spreads out again. Basically like a core pillar of this chamber.
Load-bearing pillar.
Potentially.
Okay.
And so as you see that, Broderick turns, he's like, and he motions to a hole that's on the one wall. It's about 10 feet up is where the start of this tunnel goes ahead. It's like, that one there should be an easy climb to get there, and then collapse it and we'll be on our way out of here. Help me up first, we'll pull the boy up, and then we'll help lift the rest of you up after.
Okay.
Bugbear, and he looks back at Zugink, he's like, you're the tallest. We'll need you to be doing the lifting. And we'll all get you up at the end.
Okay. Zugink's gonna come forward and she's gonna lace her hands so that he can step up.
Well, you still have to travel out to get to this tunnel again.
Okay, yeah.
You're not going to be like from where you're currently
I thought
at.
we were like,
No,
climbing.
you're still a little way.
Yeah.
You still have to pass along the edge of the crippling nest to this tunnel.
Let's pass along the edge as best we
I'm
can.
betting we have another stealth check for this one.
It's been an hour, right?
Pardon?
It's been an hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
I used my second wild shape.
Okay.
Sorry.
And so as you are getting ready to head out and try and sneak your way over, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh no! It's suspense!
So ready.
How is the party going to this up? Yeah, until next year.
Until the next year.
So, Roll for Severity is still going to be having a session next week, although it's going to be a Christmas one-off. Or not next week, 2 weeks from today, next session, we're going to have a Christmas one-off, because a bunch of the players are not going to be around. So we're going to wait until the new year.
Because it's Christmas, yo.
Yeah, it's Christmas, yo. Celebrate things with your family. I know, Mebulous, it's tragic. But we are going to be doing a Christmas one-shot on the 22nd. And then we will be continuing on the campaign in the new year, which is January 5th. And that'll be our next session of the main campaign. And at some point in the early-ish new year, I believe, either sometime in either January or February, I believe it was, Mel may be starting her own campaign in this too.
Yeah. Hooray.
So that'll be entertaining.
I'm gonna be a player this time.
Oh boy.
Don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm not excited to be here, but I still think we're all going to die.
Oh boy.
Oh, can you just play Geary Healed? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Play Gear Hill.
Doesn't fit for the story, but
Yeah.
man.
But man, just play Gear Hill.
I mean, fun character, bring him in.
Gary Hill is a fun character. And I still think it's hilarious that Gary Hill was this, like, he was the quartermaster, but I had very little actually designed for him aside from, like, the occasional, like, banter encounter. And you're like, we're going to obsess on this guy. It's like, okay, I guess I have to write more to
You
him.
described him. He came out. He was dark.
Tall, dark, and stormy.
and I was like, his name is Tall, Dark, and Stormy.
And then these two latched onto him.
Yeah, we latched on. I had sex with him.
Twice? How many broken beds?
One broken bed,
one.
second one almost was broken.
Almost broken.
And Theo, or not Theo, Effie was having a little bit of trouble walking.
I slayed a crazy boxing limb orc for him.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And the captain. I slayed 2 captains for him too. 2 captains.
It's just like, oh my goth.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be oh my god, but oh my goth.
Yeah.
Well, jeez, guys, you guys get. Goodness me.
The weather matters. Scary here, Mark. Pleasure be making your acquaintance.
We're gonna be. God, gonna have to remember all this shit in the new year. Good lord.
Oh, you're gonna ask us to recap, aren't
We're
you?
gonna have to recap.
And
Yeah.
Kay's gonna be like pocket spiders.
That's gonna be the thing that's gonna be stuck in Kate Mind's like pocket spiders. Oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna be great. Thanks for that. Thanks for living in my nightmares.
I'm still shaking my head as
appreciate
we're
it.
gonna get shaking my head to we're gonna get shaft. Oh. And yes, the pause was deliberate.
I'm sorry, but what? Nothing for Special K?
That's great. It's a quote.
Special
K is a quote
I
now.
said Special K. And
Exactly.
and I realized it when it came out. I went.
And then we all laughed.
"Ooh."
But yep, this Rose for Severity is out for the night. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you very much for the people who subbed, resubbed. We actually had a bunch. We also had Dude I'm a Boss, who passed or who gave out some subs to the community as well. And yeah, all in all, it's been a great night. Thank you very much to everyone. And we will see you in a couple weeks. Well, some of us will see you in a couple weeks, and the rest of us we'll see you in the new year.
Merry Christmas.
Happy
Happy New Year.
holidays. Happy Giftmas.